crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out drunk. A piece of your heart, a piece of your love, I'm pulling you up to get down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough, turning you up to get down, down, down. I'm screaming out, fuck that. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's give it up.
Now this looks like on top of me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like on top of me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last night.
I wanna feel like this with somebody.
No way it was the last night. No way it was our last night.
That motherfucker back there is not real. With somebody who loves me. So I'll put my faith in something unknown. Living on the side of nothing. I'm tired of hope with nothing to hold. Living on the side of nothing.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead.
And it's hard to love. It's hard to love. The girl giving me such
Anything and everything you have to do. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead.
Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, impress. Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, success.
You got a fast car, and I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown. In the name of someone I no longer know. For the shame of being young, drunk and alone. Traffic lights in the transmitter radio. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk. Got tired, drove for you. Had a feeling that I belong. Got tired, drove for you.
I threw your shit into a black and
around you, I say it. I don't want myself, let me please believe me. I'll put you through hell, just know me, yeah, yeah. So sure of yourself, baby, don't get greedy. That shit want it well, and well.
I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind, because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na.
I want myself, let me please believe me. I'll put you through hell, just know me, yeah, yeah.
I call this cappuccino.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Every hour, every minute, every second, night after night. I'll be fucking you for 7 days.
Yeah, man, he waits, still been looking all day. Someday, yeah, it hurts to stay, but I want you to stay. Sometimes.
You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Still the one. Sunday, baby, Sunday. Sunday, baby, Sunday. Still the one I kiss goodnight.
Attention Walmart, this is Gail Lewis signing out.
I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, hold on to push it harder, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Yeah, but I got another fight. The apple bottom make 'em wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, mo. 'Cause when you were boss, you could do what you want.
Well, I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. The Lord knows that this world is cruel, and I ain't the Lord. No, I'm just a fool, and I'm loving somebody don't make them love you.
Yeah, 'cause girls is players too. Yeah, 'cause girls is players too.
Must I always be waiting on you?
Yeah, 'cause girls is players too.
sex so good, I shouldn't have to fuck for free. I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers, last 223,000 hours. And it's cause I'm off of CC, and I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it. Got girls that I should've made wait for it. I got girls that'll cancel a flight back home, stay another day for it. You got attitude on nana, on agua, stomach on flat, on what's that?
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away in her sleep.
Young girl don't want that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb? Make the spring fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stupid, they purge. Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna sip till the pain wears off. Don't wanna think about her, or wear a ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drink strong, 'cause brother, she's gone. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses, 'cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak brew. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Let's spend one minute. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up, and they stay there. Cold shoulder, cozy time, you begging me to stay till the sun rose.
happen once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sees through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up.
Pictures in passing time, you only smile like that when you drink.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote. Yeah. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know.
Cause karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a thought. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat. Purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and karma vibe like that.
Don't go through the front door.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
It's low key at the night show.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
So don't you open up that window.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
Don't you let out that antidote.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my cash is closed. Rap critics that save money, cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of backs are those? If you grew up with holes in your zap for toes, you celebrate the minute you was happy dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio if I don't play their show. They don't play my hits, well, I don't give a shit. So, rap mags try to use my black ass. So advertise to give them more cash for ads, fuckers. I don't know what you take me as, or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rap, the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven?
If heaven is anywhere, it's in a blue Tacoma, California. White magnolia in your hair. Praise the gold shining on you. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's never running out of golden road. Always having your hand to hold in a blue Tacoma, California.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heartbeat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heartbeat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. 'Cause I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? I'll give you anything to feel it coming. Do you wake up alone? I wonder where you are. I live with all your thoughts. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all. So I don't.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28 telling me I'm still a baby. I can live in Detroit like a skillet, baby.
Now take that.
drifting. Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah.
If only I could stop the sunrise, we could lay here all night. If only I could learn to freeze time and hold you forever. If only I had one more day, I love you 25/8. If only I could stop the sunrise, we could lay here all night. If only I could learn to freeze time and hold you forever.
Baby, I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah.
If only I
I gotta learn how to love without you. I gotta carry my cross without you. Talking every day that I'm just about to figure it out without you. And I'm done sitting on without you. Fuck, I'm going out without you. I'm gonna tear this city down without you. I'm going body inclined without you. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, you don't have to worry, you don't have to worry, you don't have to worry.
Ooh, this shit be hitting different.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking triceratops. Reptar, rapping as I'm mocking death rock stars. Wearing synthetic wigs made of anwars, dreadlocks, bedrock, harder than a motherfucking Flintstone. Making crack rocks out of pussy nigga fish bones. This nigga Jasper tryna get grown. About 5'7" of this bitches in my bedroom.
Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. Other hoes ain't never on it. I want this forever. I swear I could spend whatever on it. Cause she hold me down every time I hit up. When I get right, I promise that we gon' live it up. She made me beg for it till she give it up. And I say the same thing every single time.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine.
I say you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had.
Take it easy, take it easy.
You the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best.
Said my niggas don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. I said my niggas don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Come on. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, lean back.
Escape me. Escape me. Bottles under tires. But if I
Smoking in car, you 7 Nation Army fighting at the bar, you say that I'm sorry, tell me what I do, 'cause I can't go
Baby, we did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently at this moment Wednesday, smack dab in the middle of the week. We did it. What did we do? We're here. That's what we did. We did it. We're here. We made it. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We made it. We did it. It's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Traders, good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone here. Obviously, I'm ready to rock and roll as I always am. I'm feeling so excited about today. We have a new challenge on the board today. The new challenge on the board today, right here and right now, is going to be, we cannot turn off this live stream until we hit 500 freaking George Washingtons on the board. We have to get to $500. Now, how long is that going to take us? Hopefully, again, just like yesterday. Yesterday was, we want to make a profit. That was the goal yesterday. We want to make a profit. What we want to see at this point is we want to try to get over $500. Now, that's going to take good trading, smart trading, putting ourselves in the right positions, not, again, forcing, not gambling. So let's make sure we go into today doing everything right. Now, at this point here, traders, as we kick off this day, what I always ask for, I ask for you guys to match my enthusiasm. I ask for you guys to match my energy. I want you guys to have the same passion that I have about stock trading and being able to absolutely crush it making this money. If you guys have not yet, smash that thumbs up right now. Comment in the chat saying that you are fired up on today. Drop a GIF. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the retweet. Poke me on Facebook. Be a top 5 in my MySpace. It's time. Traders, we got VTYX. Let's go through the top dogs on everything that we need. Let's go over every single play. Let's talk about what we have right now. We have VTYX. We do not need that play. That play, again, is in talks of getting bought out by Eli Lilly. So whenever there is a buyout, you get bought out at a certain price. For example, if a stock says, hey, we are going to get bought out at the price of $16, the stock will just move sideways all day. This will not be a stock that's in play the entire day. Just let it go. Forget it's even there. AMOD. Stock spiked up last night, moving sideways. Not too much I'm seeing over on AMOD at this moment. Now, here's the first play of the day. GLUE. GLUE right now, team, it has momentum. It has some traders interested in it. GLUE, what is going on right here? If we actually take a look over on GLUE, you guys can take a look at a couple different areas. But number one is at 7:24, about 12 minutes ago, GLUE did come out a positive interim phase 1 data. It says Monte Rosa Therapeutics announces a positive interim phase 1 data demonstrating profound CRP reductions in elevated CVD risk subjects. So we do have the word positive. We have the word phase 1. We have the word demonstrating. Positive demonstrations of phase 1. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing bad out of that press release in any sort of way. Now, GLUE, does it have any old past chart history pattern that might hold this play on up? Because right now we're all the way up towards around $23. Is there any old past chart history that's going to be some real trouble? It seems like the next main area of resistance is going to be closer towards like 25. You know, when I take a look at GLUE on a weekly time frame, we do have to go all the way back to like 2021. We do have to go back about 5 years ago at this point and be asking ourselves, hey, GLUE, 25, 25, 25, 25, 50, that would be a much better, safer, smarter area for us to go ahead and look for shorts. And that would be a great area for you as a buyer to go ahead and look for a target. Now, GLUE has already gone on a nice rip. It's gone from $17 up to $20, up to $22, up towards $23.65. Let's see, can we get back up towards around those highs? And try to get up towards around that $25 mark. If we can get up near around $25, I feel better on looking for, again, those good opportunities for some possible shorts. But GLUE right now is the best play I see. As of right now, it is the best stock that I have on the board. CDIO, also a stock that had a little bit of hype, a little bit of momentum towards it. CDIO and Dr. Lal Pathlabs limited partnership. It says Cardio Diagnostics and Dr. Lal Pathlabs a partner to launch a precision test in India. So basically what we have here, guys, is we have a partnership. CDIO, partnership is a good keyword that brings in a lot of hype, and CDIO goes from $3, spikes and squeezes up to $4.30, it starts coming back on down to $3.80. Stock unfortunately isn't really doing too much right at this exact moment, but would I say again it's definitely worth the watch? Absolutely. What about RIME? RIME, little bit of pop. And then we're getting a little bit smaller, as you guys could see. Stocks that are only up, let's say, 20%. Now, MNTS, I would definitely keep on the back burner. MNTS was a top gainer 2 days ago. This was over on Monday. It was a top gainer, right? But then it kind of fell. Tuesday, creeped its way back on up. Wednesday, this stock started squeezing a little bit, today. So let's actually take a look over here. If we type out MNTS right here, traders, you take a look over on MNTS at this time, and then you guys go over towards news. Monday, there was a press release. The press release over on Monday stated that there was a $5 million private placement priced at the market. So if I were you, I would, again, write down MNTS and say, MNTS, this was a stock that had a press release on Monday. It is a play that is only $1 million in float. On Monday, it was able to go on a great spike from $5 all the way up towards $11. This play was able to grab the attention out of retail traders. Now, yesterday, the stock started building buying momentum back on up. This brought in more hype, more attention, and now if it can break the 50-day moving average, we could see a possible short squeeze. MNTS, $5 million private placement on Monday, low float stock. Yesterday started working its way back up towards Monday's highs. As it got up to Monday's highs, now it's getting a little bit more exciting. A break above 1302 during the market hours today, we could possibly see a very nice short squeeze. So, MNTS, there's your game plan right there. MNTS, that's a stock that definitely has potential. So again, VTYX, do we need this one? No, VTYX is moving sideways. We really don't need VTYX at this moment. It was acquired or is getting acquired by Eli Lilly. AMOD, not really my favorite, kind of just moving sideways as well. GLUE, I want to short this play if I see $25 or higher. CDIO did have a partnership, spiked on up, started coming right back on down. MNTS right here, this is one that had a press release over on Monday, trying to be able to bring in some hype and bring in some momentum. So again, if we take a look over on the best plays of today, let's just take a look at what we have. We do have a GPUS. GPUS is considered the #1 top gainer on the day here today. Please note, CDIO did have the press release was last night and such. So some of these press releases were last night, but they're not showing up to this morning. It is saying right now the best press release in the entire morning is GPUS. And GPUS this morning had hyperscale data, announces estimate total assets of $1.14 per share. Not really anything big then, just yet. If we take a look at the see all for all again stocks, we can see again VYTX. That was a stock that's getting bought out, right, by Eli Lilly. We do have AMOD, stock that was just moving sideways. There's Glue. Glue's the stock, of course, that we're keeping our eyes peeled for the $25 break. CDIO, which had the news last night, and then MNTS. So again, basically every single morning, guys, if you just go over to Fox Runner and you guys just look at A, look at all the top gainers from news this morning, and then B, look at all the top gainers overall this morning. Some of them might had news last night, some of them have news this morning. You got to do a little bit more research on it from there. But then on top of that, we can always go over to the analyst alerts right here and then basically just understand, okay, what stocks have press releases. Glue had a press release this morning, phase one demonstrating some great things. On top of that, GPUS, this is the #1 press release of this morning, but the stock is only up like 15%, so it's nothing crazy. And then CDIO did have a partnership last night where they did have this partnership with this other company in India. So 3 press releases, really. CDIO, GPUS, and again, GLUE. If you go into today kind of realizing those are the top 3 plays, you are going to be absolutely fine on this day. AMOD partnership with DXC, VYTX. There's again, to be in talks with Eli Lilly. And then honestly, we could start on down to the bottom. We could do this, right here. There's not a ton. Right now here, guys, let's just kind of get our mindset straight. Right now, there is not a ton of hype. There's not a ton of momentum. There's not a ton of action right here. Almost spilt a little. This right here. Today's live stream is sponsored by Wegmans Organic Lemon, Ginger, and Cayenne Juice Blend. It's a 90 calories, total fat 0, saturated 0, cholesterol 0, sodium 0, 0, 0, 0. I'll be honest, guys. I don't know what it is. I like something a little bit of a spice. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes, before you go to the gym, you might throw a pre-workout down and it's ooh, that tastes good. You know why? Because again, it kind of kick starts the immune system, kick starts again the spinal cords, starts getting a little crazy. You start having a little lemon ginger cayenne blend every morning. I got on this when I was on my honeymoon in Hawaii. I had one of these, and I just kind of, I don't know, kind of felt a little crazy. Felt like someone was playing Dunces and Dragons in my throat. It was just it was getting a little wild. So I liked it. It was fun. So I drink these now in the morning. Kind of put a little pep in your step. All right, guys, let's talk about what we have going on with today. Let's just see really quickly. I don't want to miss anything. Let's see if we do get a press release at 7:45 a.m. Let's see if we have 7:45. Dr. Pills, thank you so much. I appreciate you, doctor. 7:45. Let's just see if we get any sort of hot news to come on out. See if we get anything fresh. See if we get anything new. See if anything, again, is going to pop on out that we could say, hey, let's go ahead and make this money. Because, again, my goal, I like to accomplish my goals. I like to be able to set challenges and, again, make them happen. But, again, I do know I'm on a time constraint. Now, what do I mean by that? Sure, I could, again, live stream for the next 12 hours. But we know the majority of the money that we can make is going to be in the morning time. The majority of the money is going to be when hot press releases come out. The majority of the money is going to be at the start of the day where, again, more volume is released. The majority of the money is going to be after stocks go on big rips and then dumps and then get dip buys. If I do not get a trade before, let's say, 10:30, it's going to be full on panic mode. I need to take advantage of, again, hot times such as, again, 8 o'clock press release waves. I need to take advantage of hot times such as, again, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I need to take advantage of hot times such as right at the bell. If that's nailing a dip buy, if that's nailing a short, or again, if we're watching the news scanner and we see hot news come out and then the stocks break out right away. So right now, I don't see anything at 7:45 just yet. Hey, guys, let's get ourselves fully prepared on this day. Okay? Let's get ourselves fully prepared. I always like to do this. This is how I start my morning on stream or off stream. This is what I do every single day. I go over to, again, Fox Center, click the analyst alerts, and scroll all the way down to the bottom. It is the best way to start off your day because it's going to, again, mentally prep you for what we are going to have coming on up. Starting on off, Nvidia's current investment holdings going into 2026. Nvidia's current company investment holdings. Nvidia's public equity portfolio, as detailed in the most recent 13F filing, Q3 2025, with a total of 3.8 to 4.3 billion, remains heavily concentrated on AI infrastructure. So these are the stocks that Nvidia is currently holding going into 2026. They do have CRWV. They do have ARM. They do have APLD. They do have NBIS. And they do have RXRX. So with this being stated here, traders, a lot of people like to see what the number one most valuable company in the world is currently holding. That does make sense. Wouldn't you guys agree? Hey, if there is the number one company in the world, the number one most valuable company in the world, they are investing their money into these 5 stocks. These are stocks that maybe you want to be aware of. Now, a lot of these plays did go on pretty crazy spikes and rips and runs, but then unfortunately probably did give a lot back. Like CoreWeave, when it first came on out, went from $36, spiked up to $185. Now it's back down to $76. Was this actual hype? That, was it just hype that Nvidia again was going to spike on, Nvidia bought it, so CoreWeave went on a spike, and now it's back towards a normal real price? Or is this a dip buy opportunity? A lot of these plays are kind of like that. What about ARM? ARM, very big spike. I would say ARM's inside more of like a channel pattern. If you wanted to get ARM on a possible dip buy near 100, I don't think that's bad in any sort of way. Take a look. Would you guys not agree that every time you come down near that blue line, you have a pretty good entry? And every single time you come up near around this red line, you have a pretty good sell target? That's a pretty good way to trade this. Buy it, short it up top, buy it down low. Short it up top, buy it down low. You come back on down towards sub 105, pull the trigger on this play nearly every time. What about APLD? All right, taking a look right here, APLD Applied Digital, one of the best plays of 2025. 2025, guys, APLD was one of the best stocks because, again, why did it get so hot? Nvidia purchased it, said, we're going to invest in Applied Digital. We think this is a great company. We want to make money. We want to invest. We are doing it in Applied Digital. Take a look at NBIS, one of the biggest companies. NBIS back in 2025 went from $17 and spiked up to $135. So you always want to be aware of this. You want to be aware of what stocks is Nvidia holding, because these are plays that definitely have a lot of pros to them. As in, hey, people could easily buy them. People could easily want to get involved in them. People could easily say, hey, this is going to be the stock that is going to be able to change my life. Right? So make sure you guys write down these plays. You guys can check it out a little bit more and be fully open and aware of it. Guys, this is pretty interesting as well. You can do an experiment over on X. X has their AI chat model called Grok. And you could go up to Grok and say, here's a fun experiment. We ask Grok XAI to predict what stocks will 2x over the course of 2026. So stocks that 2x this year according to Grok on X. All right, it says, please note this is not a financial advice. We highly recommend doing research before buying into any AI chat bot or any AI chat bot suggest. And obviously, I feel like that's pretty explanatory. But no one can predict the future. No one can predict the future in any way, especially not some AI chat bot. But you know what? Maybe this AI chat bot is thinking what has low PE ratios, but good again business fundamentals. What stocks are undervalued? What stocks are again looking solid here? Right? Did a GLUE just pop itself on up? Hold on a second. Ooh, guys, GLUE, little bit of a pop back on up. So if you guys want to take a look right here, here are some plays that Grok from X says has the potential to 2x. Now, I think a fun thing that we should do is revisit this list on December 31st. Revisit this. December 31st. What stocks could get that 100% return? These are, again, some possible plays that Grok has selected that could have a 2x return. It's more just for fun, I guess, but interesting to be able to hear. What else do we have here? Tesla Megapack battery energy storage system is now operational. Breaking news. The St. John Battery Energy Storage Facility in Lakeshore, Ontario, Canada is now commercially operational as January 6th. So Tesla continuously making moves, guys. A little side note, let's take a break right here and let's go over to GLUE. Guys, GLUE, this is one that is starting to spike and climb and get a lot of ripping and running. As you guys know, I like GLUE a lot if this stock can start, getting up above that $25 mark, right? So again, I like this play, especially if we can start, kind of grinding a little bit, start getting some more hype, start getting some more momentum, start getting some more action. I want to see that $25 break, as you guys know, if I can get it. So basically right now, traders, we got up towards 24.83, okay? Let me just explain to you what I'm looking for. I am saying to myself, where is GLUE going to get a little bit of reversal? Where is GLUE going to hit and turn? Where is that first red candle going to be? What I am doing is I am looking at the past. I am saying, you know what? GLUE seems like they have a lot of strong resistance in this region. This region over here, which is going to be right around that 25.50 mark. I'm thinking it's we had some resistance, then we had this big explosion breakout candle. We did have some resistance before we faded on down. We did have some resistance before we faded on down. Here's a little bit more of a top up to 27. Here's a little bit more of a top up to 26. Here's a little bit of a top up to like 26.50. So I do believe it's going to be between 25 to, let's just say, 26.50. That's kind of like this region right here is kind of what I'm thinking would be an absolutely great top on GLUE if we could be able to nail it. So I would like to be able to find entries somewhere in between these two orange lines if we could be able to make it happen. And I just want to be able to be clear cut on that. I just want you guys to be able to understand what I'm thinking. I am looking at where was the last time we were at these highs, and is there again a common area that we turned at? And you can see there's a lot of upper shadows in that area. So I would like to see, can GLUE kind of creep its way on up a little bit more? Can GLUE, get up towards, that $25 break? And you could see how close we were to getting that $25 break. Now, as of now, we do have a big, long upper shadow. Sometimes these big, long upper shadows, as you guys know, do lead to reversals, do lead to pullbacks. So right now, GLUE is getting a little bit of that big, long upper shadow. Upper shadows are usually a great time to go ahead and start, jumping in on plays and start seeing them reverse. I'm going to stick with my entries up above $25. I don't want to, again, force anything. We have the 8 a.m. press release coming on up in about the next 8 minutes. And, of course, we can go from there. But I don't need to put myself in any sort of play right here and right now over on GLUE until, again, we get like to $25 plus. That's kind of what I'm going to be looking at to see if, we can get that. And all it comes on down to is, again, focusing and watching that level too. Right now, the high of the day is 24.83. Right here, we're at 24.40. So we're still right next to the high of the day. We're still right next to, again, these tops. We still got about 8 minutes left until, of course, we get to that, 8 a.m. press release wave. And I would like to just see, again, one more little climb if we can get it. One more climb, one more pop, little heads on up. I can show you guys my position box. My position box is 0 out of 0 still. I do not have anything at this current time in my position box. But we are going to watch to see if we can be able to get some good opportunity. What I'm looking for is more on that short side. Is there anyone that is on the long side right now? Did anyone get filled at 22? Anyone get filled on 23? And now, again, you're sitting on the long side and going to take profits above 25? Got a good one so far. And we're just seeing if GLUE can continue to climb here. GLUE can continue to rip and run and continue to spike. GLUE, again, looking at all the top gainers today, VTYX, GLUE right there. So we just got to get that one last little pop. If we get that one last little pop, break a new high of the day, 24.80 breaks, and we start seeing 25.50, 25, that's what we want. We want that one last little pop, get ourselves up to new highs. I just don't want to pull the trigger too early and then to find out that we're going to run up towards our highs. You know what I mean? So let's give this 5 more minutes here, traders. Give this 5 minutes. Watch the level 2. Bids are on the left. Ask is on the right. Bids are the buyers. Ask are the sellers. Buyers want the stock to go on up. Why do they want it to go on up? Because, again, when you're in on the play, you want it to be able to progress forward so you keep making more money. The ask right here is, again, the shorters, the people that are getting pushed back at the moment. They're trying to get this play to go on down, right? Right now we did just hit a brand new high, 24.90. Bids are holding on up at 24.70, 24.80. Now, again, trying to push on up a little bit more. Let's see. Can we be able to break that $25 mark? Bids got to keep progressing forward. Right now, bids are at $24.80. We want to see bids $24.90, $25, $25.10. Keep pushing the shorters back. Right now, the bids are trying to establish themselves at $24.80. $24.80 is holding up very well, but there's a lot of shorting happening and kind of breaking that on down. We got up to $24.91 so far, guys. $25 is going to be a resistance line. Just a little heads on up. We just got up to $24.90. Bids are, again, back on down to $24.57. Ask is at $24.70. We got to see the ask, a.k.a. the shorters, get pushed back. Pushed back above 25. Let's see if, again, GLUE, the buyers can still, again, push this play up a little bit higher, run it up to $26, $26.10, something like that. A little bit of a pullback right now, though. Gotta see if we can keep on grinding here. I want to see what we can do. Also, a little side note. As we're waiting on this, as again we're watching, we did just come up to $25 so far. As again, getting a little pullback. We got about 2 minutes. Traders, how many people joined the tournament yesterday? Hey, I told you it was going to happen. And what's happening right here? The one-stop prop tournament here, traders. Look at that. Look who's in first place right now. What's that name? What's that name right there? That's me. Traders, I absolutely wanted to crush this tournament, and I'm going to continue to crush it. I'm going to continue to keep on running this on up. Right now, sitting in currently first place on this, so that you guys are all set. I did post this over on like X and everything for every single person to join. Again, this is a free tournament. The winner gets a $100,000 trading account, little heads on up. So if you guys have not joined, you guys can join. First place gets a $100,000 funded account. Second place gets a $50,000 funded account. Third place gets a $25,000 funded account. And fourth and fifth get a buy one, get one free funded account. So if you guys have not joined the tournament yet, the tournament ends on Friday. So basically, you get to compete against us. Whoever makes the most amount of money throughout this week, you are all set, ready to go. But here is the tournament at this time. But again, I am doing everything I can to crush it. I'm doing everything I can to crush it. Sean D sitting at the top right here. Sean, baby, let's do it. So we are going to continue to try to crush that the best we can. Guys, right now, GLUE came right up towards around $25, and unfortunately, we're coming right back on down. So no entries for me. I'm going to cancel my orders right now. Let's see what we get at the 8 o'clock press release wave, okay? Let's see what we get at the 8 o'clock press release wave. News coming on out in the next 1 minute. Let's see if we can find our first big trade of the day. Let's see if we can start making some money. Let's see if we can start making some action. I'm ready. I know you guys are as well, but I'm ready to go. If we see a hot press release, I might just give it a chance and see if, again, go after it. Rob, you have the most money to play with. Of course you're in the lead. No, again, I don't think you know how the tournament works. The tournament is everyone gets a $100,000 account. Everyone gets a $100,000 account, and then that's all you have. And then whoever trades the best wins. So it's not, oh, Sean, you have more money than me. No, we all have the same amount of money. It's a tournament. Just like, again, if you sign up for a poker tournament, it's not like you sit down and you have $20 and some guy has $100,000. You sign up, you pay a fee for a poker tournament, and you all get $50,000 in chips. You sign up, you again get a $100,000 account. So it just comes on down to who trades the best. Guys, let's get ready to rock and roll. 8 o'clock is here. 8 o'clock news wave. We do have DTIL has the word receives FDA generation. So we do have a first kind of keyword right here, DTIL. Let's see if we can get a little bit of buying volume on one of these plays. Again, I want to see if we get anything big at 8 o'clock. We do have the word completes. Jack in the Box completes one of the fastest POS in QR history. JACK, Jack. Let's see if that maybe can start getting a little bit of hype. Guys, also a little sign out. GLUE is working its way back on up. GLUE trying to get back above $24. We do know 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock is usually when we have a lot of news. Now, today already seems a little bit lighter in news. It really does. So hopefully we can get a little bit more buying volume coming on in. DTIL is the best press release so far. As you guys can see, it does have the highlighted words receives, but there's no buying volume right now. It seems like at this moment, the majority of traders are still focused on GLUE. Guys, heads on up. GLUE is still where the majority of traders are focused on. So GLUE, let's see if this stock could possibly be able to squeeze on up even more. It got up to 25.25 so far. Can this one keep on breaking? So GLUE right here. Let's see if this stock can be able to squeeze and pop. Let's see if this one can be able to keep on working on up. I don't have any entries. I canceled my GLUE entries, but if this thing can start getting back on up, as you guys know, towards that, 25.80, like I want to see this stock, try to start climbing a bit. I got to make again $500 today. I know I can do it. We just need to try to, nail this thing at the top. So we're still watching GLUE. Unfortunately, nothing big just yet. LUCY. Guys, LUCY. LUCY announces record-breaking 65% annual growth. LUCY, guys, record-breaking. Has room to run up to 147, little heads on up. So LUCY is the best press release out of 8 o'clock 8 a.m. Everyone see this? 8 o'clock and 46 seconds. Just came out less than a minute ago. LUCY, trying to again get this hype, announces record-breaking 65% sales growth in 2025 and insider buying intent. So insiders want to buy this stock as well, as you guys could see. So again, a lot of traders are going to try to rush over towards this play right now over on LUCY and try to buy it. Now, this stock, just a little heads on up, does have strong resistance as it gets closer to that blue line, that 50-day moving average. You can buy the stock right now, little heads on up. But again, understand, it might get a little pop up towards like 160 and then become a nice short. If this stock again gets up towards around like the 160s, I'm probably going to short it. But you can buy this up towards around the 160s most likely. Now, obviously, have a game plan, have a target, have a stop loss. But, that's what a lot of traders are doing at this moment. Let me again bring up my short locate window. Short locate. Pop up. What do we have here? LUCY. LUCY, 6,000 shares, inquire all, 6,000 shares, locate lowest, click cancel. That's going to cost me $4.80 to short it. Pending, accepted, cost me $4.80. Awesome. LUCY, if this stock starts squeezing and spiking, I do think it's going to hit the 50-day moving average, going to have a lot of resistance, but we might get a little break above that. So, if we can get a little break above it, I would like to short this play up in the 160s. Let's go like 163. Short 164, short 165, short 166. So I'm kind of just, if this stock gets a little bit of that pop up towards around that top area, we're just going to keep on, we'll just grind all the way on up. But LUCY is the best place so far, as you guys can see. Stock right here, LUCY, announces record-breaking 65% annual sales growth. So there it is. That's why again it's so important. You got to always understand, how do people make money in the stock market? They watch the news scanner. If you again watch the news scanner and of course have keywords and of course have price action, right? That's the thing. Most again news scanners are just all the news. You can't filter it. Then again, most news scanners you can filter it, but again there are no keywords. Then again, there are a lot of news scanners, you can't filter it, you can't have keywords, and they also don't have real-time data with pricing. Then on top of that, you can't get voice alerts. You can't get, again, push phone alerts. So again, just a little heads on up. Every single time a hot keyword comes on out, I get it sent over to my phone. So all of these, anytime a hot keyword comes out, it gets sent to my phone, and that's how I'm able to see these so quickly as well. A little heads up. So right now, traders, we got LUCY. Trying to still get some action here. Also, how's GLUE at? Let's not forget about GLUE. Again, GLUE, I still have my orders. I put my orders back. High 25s, I want to get filled on GLUE. Now, GLUE, little heads up for you guys. We are getting very close into an ascending triangle pattern. This means there could be a possible squeeze coming up in the future. If GLUE bounces back off this line, there's a great chance that we get a bounce play. Or excuse me, there's a great chance that we get a squeeze. Everyone take a look right now over on GLUE. Let me get your attention here. GLUE, this is what I want you guys to do. Copy this, write this down, realize this, replicate this on your end. You can all see GLUE is going to have resistance where at? Resistance at the top. Resistance at the top, resistance at the top. You will then have, again, support at the bottom, at the bottom, at the bottom, at the bottom. What do you guys realize? There is a great chance that we are going to hit this area and bounce off this mark and start going back towards the upside. Now, if you guys head on over to Google and type in the word ascending triangle pattern, you guys can see the ascending triangle pattern. This is one of our go-to patterns where it leads to nice squeezes and spikes. You could see nice squeezes and spikes in the ascending triangle pattern. Strong resistance, higher lows, stops getting tighter and tighter and tighter until we get that very nice breakout. You could see GLUE getting tighter and tighter and tighter, strong resistance, stock get inside that ascending triangle pattern until you get that very nice breakout. So as long as GLUE holds this uptrend, there is a good sign that it's going to be able to stay tough and stay strong here. Okay? So right here, team, we are still watching that. Also, we have LUCY. Still, again, bringing in the majority of the hype. LUCY, guys, I want to see in the 160s, as you guys know. ASBP, also getting a little bit of buying volume. A little too small for me. A little too small, but AM Trader, I like where your head's at. But a little too small for me. And guys, here we get a little bit of a climb. I might get filled here coming on up over on my LUCY trade. Essentially what I'm looking for, just a heads on up here, team, is LUCY. We can clearly see at 8 o'clock and 46 seconds, everyone started buying in at LUCY. The stock is up 26%. The stock is a low float play, has about 1 million in float. Now, LUCY is coming out with a press release that says it has record-breaking 65% annual sales growth in 2025 and insider buying intent. We can all see that. So you might ask yourself, okay, this has been a great play. And I know a lot of you guys probably saw this, bought this, and again, are nicely up in the green. What I'm taking a look at is I am realizing that over on LUCY, the past chart history pattern shows that we usually hit the blue line and we usually get rejected. We usually hit the 50-day moving average. We tend to get rejected. We usually get a spike right above the 50-day moving average, and we get rejected. Little spike above it, then we get rejected. You can see we hit it and get rejected. All I'm playing for right now is I'm trying to play smart, and I'm playing if we get one of those random spikes above the 50-day moving average. If we get one of these long upper shadows above the 50-day moving average and then crash back on down, we get a little pop above the 50-day moving average and crash back on down. That's kind of what I'm more looking at when I'm taking a look over on like LUCY right here. So LUCY, I would like to see it kind of get a little overextended. See if we can get a nice little squeeze and pop up towards around some new highs. If we can get a little squeeze and pop up towards around those new highs, that's going to be absolutely great and absolutely awesome as well. Let's also not forget about GLUE. I know GLUE still has potential. Unfortunately, it's starting to get a little weaker right now, guys. GLUE is getting a little bit weaker at this moment. So guys, we are just staying alert in every single way. Staying on top of it. Lickety split. What made you take a look over on Lucy when it had no stars? What, over on Foxrunner? I look at every press release. Like the thing is, it's not like there was a lot of press releases today. So if you're like, oh, why did you look at, LUCY? It had no stars. I mean, guys, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 press releases today. There's only 7 press releases at 8 o'clock. It's not like it was overwhelming. It's not like it's like, oh, the thing is, again, not every press release is going to have the word certain stars. Now, again, you can, the thing is, to nail every single press release with certain stars, you're going to have to write so many words. If you want to, you can type in the word record or breaking, right? Record breaking, right? Breaking could be a good keyword, if you wanted to do that. So if you wanted to, do that, you could head on over here and add that word. Right? So just a little heads on up. If you want to add words to stars, you can go over to the star ratings and edit word list, right? And go over to 3-star word, and maybe again, you want to put in the word record. So again, whenever the word record comes out, you are now going to again get some alert on it. Or on top of that, you could put record in right here for record breaking. Put in the word record. Let's just again put whatever emoji we want, little crown. Let's put that in gold for again record breaking. That's a good keyword. And now, boom. Now what do we have here, guys? Now LUCY. LUCY now has 3 stars. 3 stars for record breaking. And again, I put in the keyword record. So now again, whenever record or record breaking comes on up, I have a 3-star press release and for record breaking. So again, like there is going to have to be some customization that you make. You know what I mean? So like the thing is, if you see certain words that again you like, or certain words that again you feel like are going to go on very big spikes or rips and runs, add them. Again, you can go ahead right here and add, change, edit the keyword list to what you want. You again want to add keywords. Maybe I don't want that one in gold. You know what? I don't want that one in gold. That one's not as good as I want. Let's go over to type in record. And let's put it in a little bit of a different color. Let's put it in this like teal color, right? Let's also turn on voice alerts. So whenever we hear again the word record for record breaking shows on up. And now guess what? Now again, it's a 3-star word in this beautiful kind of like teal color. Record is now highlighted. So now you're all good to go. So it's going to take, when you first download Fox Runner, it takes a little customization. Add what you like. Add again the things that you feel like are good. You can always change things as you go. So, there's always going to be hundreds of thousands of different press releases out there that are going to make you, again, want to, change things. And that's what's so great about it. It's so customizable. It's like, trade ideas. Trade ideas, you can customize anything you want. So again, like that's what I love. I love customizable words, customizable, softwares that you can do what you want, how you want it. So right now, traders, can we get, man, LUCY, we were trying to get filled out around 163 and higher. We got it got up to 158. So right here, traders, you just always want to make sure that you're on top of these plays. I'm just gonna post this over on X as well, saying news is the most important factor to study as a day trader. News equals a reason that people buy, which equals stocks spiking. No one buys random stocks with no credibility. News is the credibility. When you study news, you will be first into plays. That's what it all comes on down, guys. When you study news, when you study again keywords, when you study again what you need to focus on, that's where again you guys are going to be able to have the most amount of success. That's where you guys are going to be able to get the biggest breakouts, and either A, you can get in first, B, you can wait until it spikes and then get a nice short, right? So it's like that's and then understanding the hot times, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. If you guys have been with me for a while, you guys already, of course, know all about this. And you guys are all ready to rock. Little sign up, traders, if you guys have not yet, make sure you guys head on over. You can download this, news scanner for free. They do have a premium version, which I use. I use the premium version, of course, because I want to get all the features. But just a little heads on up for you guys. If you, again, have not, you can actually download the news scanner and just use the news scanner for free. But then to add keywords, to get all the analyst alerts, things like that, you guys are going to have to get the premium version. But again, it's only like $2 a day. Semo Trader, deck first trade of the year, made $111 in profit. Let's go, baby. Nice work right there. $111 in profit. I love that. Let's see. GLUE, guys. Let's go over right now at this moment here, traders. Let's go over some charting, okay? Let's go over some charting on the hottest plays. Let's go over the charting on every stock that you should be aware of at this moment. Okay? We already know VYTX. We really don't need that play in any sort of way. VYTX is getting a little ugly. VYTX is starting to fade and fall and drop. Now let's go over to the next one. GLUE. GLUE is where I want you to be able to have some charting towards it. Now, little heads on up for you guys. I will say this. If your charts look like this, little heads on up, that's absolutely fine over on Trade Ideas, but you can also change them to, again, this where it checks off the bottom where it says user browser interface, and you can change them there if you want to. Now, again, if we want to keep them on the user browser interface, that is no problem whatsoever either. This gives you a lot of information so that you're all set, ready to go. Now, let's go ahead and show you how to be able to chart this. If I was taking a look over on GLUE, do you know what I see? With GLUE, what I am noticing, what I am realizing about this play is I am seeing, how do I get, I want to be able to, I don't use this one here. I'm just going to go to the other one here so I know how to grab this horizontal line. If you guys are on the browser interface, the other one, you guys can do the same exact thing. But if I were you, if I was again trading as you guys right now, what I'd want you guys to do is all you have to do is connect the bottom dots. That's the most important thing when it comes down to stock trading. When it comes down to stock trading, it's all about connecting dots, and that's going to give us an understanding. So go back to where it is around 7:18 in the morning. Grab your line, go right across the board here. This is going to be that breaking point for most traders. So I always like to turn that line into purple. That purple line is going to be my uptrend. And what can you guys realize? Just make it easy text. Anything that is above this area is considered bullish. This is where buyers move in. Little side note here, guys. I'm sorry. LUCY is spiking. I might be getting filled on LUCY right now. LUCY is starting to spike, guys. And as LUCY is spiking, I'm starting to get filled. Guys, LUCY is starting to get filled on this play right now. As you guys know, I've been waiting for my short on this one. LUCY got filled 5,000 shares on this play. 5,000 shares. Goal of today is $500, as you guys know. So LUCY, stock spiked on up. Why did you get filled? I was looking for that break of the 50-day moving average and then a reversal back on down. So LUCY, number one top gainer. LUCY, we know we get hit and we reverse at the 50-day moving average. LUCY, I was putting up entries higher, aka if the stock overextended itself. As we know, we take a look right here. LUCY here, traders, just want to make this perfectly clear, is what happened in the past. We hit the blue line, we came back down. What about the time before that? Hit the blue line, we came back on down. What about here? We broke out of the blue line, then we crashed. Then we have a couple break out of the blue line, then we crash. Then we broke out of the blue line, then we crash. Then we hit the blue line. Then we crashed, right? So you could see the last 4, 5, 6 times, we either hit the blue line and we crash, or we go slightly above the blue line, then we crash. All I'm doing on this day here today is saying, you know what? LUCY is the hottest play. I'm going to put entries slightly above the blue line, and if it hits it, I'm going to make the assumption that we're going to turn and fall and dump. So right now here, traders, LUCY, I am in on this play. My cost basis is 165. With 5,000 shares at this moment. Okay? 5,000 shares at this moment over on this play. LUCY, I would like to be able to find that reversal, see if this thing can crash back on down towards like the low 150s, 160s. But right now we are up $250. We want to see if this thing can drop reverse after getting that pop. Now, also, little heads on up. Let me again show you guys my entries. Let me grab this. Just kind of bring this on over. These are all the entries that I've had so far on this day. So again, I just got filled, 2 minutes ago? 818, 818, 818, 818, 163, 164, 165, 166, and 167. So this is me spreading out orders, trying to do multiple orders at this time. So let's see what's going to happen here, traders. Looking for the drop and that reversal back on down. Smile, I hate how there's the moving averages are different on different platforms. My 50-day moving average on the daily is 148 on TradingView. So right here, this one is 149. Or 148, actually. So if you guys actually take a look, so LUCY, this one's 148 too on the daily chart. It should all be the same. There should be zero difference. So again, right here, my daily chart, LUCY, does have 148. You see, again, look up here. See where it says $2 right here? If I put it right on today, it says 148. I'm saying again, I was saying I'm just waiting for it to get overextended and then short it back on down. So right now, traders, I'm looking for that drop over on LUCY. That's all I'm looking for. I'm seeing if LUCY can turn back on down towards 150. Remember, guys, we have to make $500 today. That's the goal of today. We got if we can get a dump back underneath like 155. If the bids can crack like 155 here and we can do this, we can be able to hit our goal here. So we got to see, again, 157s. There we go. We got to see 157s crack. We got 157s. A big wall at 157s, guys. A big wall at 157s right now. Guys, let's slowly break them down. We're slowly breaking them down. See the 156s starting to creep on up? We got to keep breaking down the 157s. Oh, 157's getting a little strength. Now 158s. 157 seems like it's a little bit of a wall at this moment. 157. Come on, we got about, what, 8 orders at 157? Got to keep looking to break this on down here. Nope, 158s. No, 150. So again, that 157 mark's kind of strong. Right now, guys, give me 2 seconds. My dog is going absolutely crazy. All right, here, traders. We are staying ready, staying alert. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Guys, we're up $300 right now. And we're looking for the 150. I think at the 157 cracks, we're going to go right down to like 151. So if the 157s crack, we'll go right down to like 151. But like, that's the thing. Where is the VWAP at 157? Is that why this is holding so strong? No, VWAP's at 151. And they're like, we're going to get that little dump here, I think, coming on up. We should hit, guys, 157s. We got about 6. Come on, take them out. Take them out here. Whoa, we only had 1 guy left. Come on, don't. Oh, guys, that was so close. We had 1 guy left at that 157 area. 158, 157. Come on, take this wall out here. And that, I don't know what it is. There's like a psychological, barrier right now for traders at 157. But if that thing goes, we're going right back down to like 152, 151. We should make, if 157 cracks, we should make like $700 on this trade. Okay? There's 157s again. 158s. 157s. Let's just get a couple big sell orders. Does anyone out there have like $2 million in their account that you could just short, short at this time and help your boy out? 156, 155. Come on now. The sell off. $450. $450, guys. We're at $450. For 155. No, 156, 157. So again, we're at $450 at this moment. We got to make $500 for our main profit. There we go. Here we go. 155 trying to hold on up. 155 getting a little bit of weakness and reversal. Come on now. Guys, I'm going to take my gains right here. Just to be a smart trader, make 421 bucks. Okay. Hey, 420. You know what? I am very happy about this, but it also scares the shit out of me. And you might say, why are you scared? You just made 421 bucks. Your challenge is you have to make $500. We are so close. The issue is right here, guys, is how many people in your lifetime, how many times that when you have traded stocks, you say, oh, you know what? I have a target of $500. I'm at 480. Let me just make a quick trade and make $20. And then all of a sudden you end up losing 400 bucks. Sometimes the hardest profits are these like $80 profits. Sometimes the hardest profit is be like, hey, let me make $30. Next thing you know, you're down $3,000. It's like, so I'm happy I was able to make $421, take my profits, walk away a winner. But at the same time here, guys, I do want to be like, all right, hey, we just got to make 80 bucks to complete the challenge today. Make 80 bucks, complete the challenge. John, I kept buying at 157. John, I was the reason why you couldn't, the stock wasn't falling. I keep buying at 157. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought we were friends. And that's kind of a dick move. Okay? Can't you help me out a little bit? Oh! All right, guys. Let's see what we can do. We know LUCY now. What's the good news here? Good news is we have a brand new press release wave coming on up in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, brand new press release wave. Maybe we find the next LUCY. Maybe we find the next Ripper and Runner. Now we maybe find the next big time play. So right now here, traders, we are trying to do everything we possibly can. And LUCY still might get that dump here coming up. But guys, let's get ready for the next press release wave. As we can see, LUCY is the only one that, we have at this moment that's worth watching. Also, a little heads on up here, traders. I did add the word record for record breaking. So if any record comes up in the future, I did add it there. So record for record breaking, and I did add that as a 3-star word. Again, there's always going to be words that we're just not aware of, and that's why, again, you can add them as you go. If you see a big time, spiker, just think what word made that stock go on a big time rip and run. Oh, record breaking. Okay, so guess what I did? I went over to my news scanner. I added the word record. I added in the keywords. I added again stars. I added it as an AI voice alert so I hear it. I know you guys can't hear it on your end, but I can hear it on my end whenever, again, one of these hot keywords come out. So right here, traders, LUCY, there goes a little bit of a pullback. All right, guys, we have to make, for us to complete this challenge on this day, we got to make $79 more. Now, how are we going to do that? Can we just, again, get in and out on a trade real quick? Absolutely. But, we got to do it right. Guys, 8:30 press release wave coming on up. Everyone watch again, Fox Runner here. Let's see any sort of news that comes on out. Any news that comes on out, we will, again, go over it together. We will do this together. We will make sure every single person is good, ready to rock. No news yet. There's the first press release, ING. INGN announces launch of Aurora CPA masks. Secures a strategic polyscience supply with U.S. polysilicon manufacturer. BDMD has approval in Pakistan and Vietnam. Sometimes, again, the word approval brings in hype. SJ talks about $202 billion market, no cares. YYGH works on expanding. YGYH. Or, excuse me, YYGH. Too small. Nothing big at 8:30. We haven't seen any, we haven't seen a lot of news today. News today has been a little bit weaker, hasn't it? We had LUCY with a nice little pop, and GLUE, which has been trying to get us a little bit of momentum and action. But, right now, LUCY also still trying to grind at this moment and trying to get that possible next leg. I took my profits. I just want to get, be a happy camper there. Right now, let's continue to watch the news scanner, see if anything else, but we don't have a lot of news right now. Things are a little bit quiet. Things are a little bit slow. We are not seeing any sort of crazy breakouts right now at this moment. We are, again, sitting back, staying smart, only putting ourselves in the best positions possible. LUCY still trying to get a little bit of squeeze. I think we're good right now. VYTX, LUCY, we know about it. AMOD, BARK. MNTS, still again keeping that on the back burner. RELI, guys, little pop on RELI. BTCS record revenue. Also, LUCY is hitting some new highs right now. LUCY just hit a brand new high of the day. LUCY still building higher lows. So let's go back into this, guys. Let's go back into charting right now, okay? Let's make sure we, again, have a complete understanding about today, okay? So, if you want to copy exactly what I'm doing, turn off the user browser interface. If you want to use the user browser interface, you can use that. If not, you can, again, always unclick it. Whichever you prefer does not matter to me. Now, number one is going to be LUCY, okay? When it comes on down to LUCY, let me turn off the VWAP here for a second, and we can just go purely off of charting. When I take a look at charting, first thing that we're going to do is we are going to right-click, go over towards markup, add a horizontal line. Now, what are we going to put this? We are going to put this right next to the top of around 166, okay? Now, I'm going to change this into red. Why? Red, I like to have as my resistance line. Then, LUCY, what do we have here? Connect this lower shadow at the time of 8:08 to this lower shadow at 8:17 to these lower shadows, which is the current moment. We want to see, do we get a bounce play off of this? Now, I like to turn this into a blue color because that is going to be representing more of our support line. So, when I take a look over on LUCY at this moment, I'm now getting a good understanding about how other traders are perceiving it. Now, on top of that, you can either go into Paint, or if, again, you have, any sort, if you have, like when you screenshot it over on the snipping tool, I like to get my visuals. My visuals is I like to grab either red circles right here, and I say, okay, that's going to be a top, that's going to be a top, and then I can also say, all right, let me turn this over into blue, and I could say, this is support, this is support, this is support. Now I'm starting to understand, where should I go ahead and get my dip buys at? Where can I go ahead and get my bounce plays at? Now, if I want to, I can edit this over in Paint and even add those words just to be a smarter trader and be able to figure everything on out. Say, hey, this is going to be, let's say, our top resistance line. All right, top resistance. Now, again, it's going to make it super clear for me because I know, guys, guess what? We are humans. We make mistakes. So this is our top resistance line. This is our uptrend, aka support. So here is our uptrend. Here's our support line. And now as we do this, I can start being able to understand, hey, if I follow this, I can be a smart trader. So that would be LUCY's charting. Now, if LUCY does get that bounce play, we could also, again, go over to Google, type in the word ascending triangle pattern, and you could see what we ultimately want to be looking for is going to be something like this, where you do have uptrend, flat upper trend line, which aka would be resistance, rising lower trend line, aka higher lows, and then the stock would squeeze and break out. So again, a lot of people love looking for these ascending triangle patterns for these entries and these pops. But we do know something. We do know once this trend line cracks and breaks, we start going over to the bearish side. But right now, we are still considered bullish. But let's go over and take a look at, let's say, at glue for an instance. Glue had a very similar pattern. We had right here, if you want to connect the dots, change this. This is an easy way to be able to understand what we have right now. We have bullishness at this moment. And then if you want to, you guys can also see we do have a little downtrend that is forming. Put this into a red line for red as resistance and understand that this is now going to be right here, bearish. So we can clearly see where our bullishness is. We can clearly see where our bearishness is. We can clearly see where reversals are happening. A lot of people say, how do you make money? The majority of the money I make is just from good entries. It's not from me predicting what stock is going to be the best play in the world. It's me just, again, going over my fundamentals of saying, hey, this is a good entry. That's a good entry. That's a good entry. Oh, look at this, guys. We now have cracked. We broke this area. And now, as you guys can see, we're now on a downtrend. And as we have our downtrend, we are having right here, let me go back. We do have, here's red resistance, here's red resistance, here's red resistance. So now what I'm thinking about when I'm trading is I'm not doing anything other than just saying to myself, you know what? We have our bullishness here. We have our bearishness up top. And now again, we can be able to figure out our charts. So again, glue, we now have charted, right? And it does just make our lives easy. Glue is charted. LUCY right here. That's charted. Let me again just put those back right here. And LUCY, we can again continue to keep these resistance. Resistance. We have our bottom blue support, support, support. So that makes our life easy. Then, of course, we have our examples off the ascending triangle pattern over on Google. That's great. You can, again, just we can go over to Google as well and take a look over on examples like glue here, where we could just type in uptrend cracks, right? Uptrend cracks over on Google. And if we type in like an uptrend, or let's maybe not put uptrend cracks, let's just play uptrend in stocks, right? Uptrend in stocks. You know, we could see this. You know, look at this. Bouncing, 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 bouncing. We're getting the best areas of where a stock should be getting filled by having our uptrend places. So we do have, of course, glue, which again is on a downtrend now. We have LUCY, which is on its ascending triangle pattern. And then last but not least, I would just say, let's just keep our eyes peeled over on MNTS. But I know the two hottest plays so far has been glue, and the hottest plays today have been LUCY. So both of those are going to be plays that you guys can keep your eyes peeled on. Does that make sense? Is there anything that you guys need me to go over? All right. Guys, LUCY still trying to stay alive. Right now, I have not completed the challenge just yet. As you guys know, I am up $421 on the day, and that is all. So I'm up $421 on the day. I got to make $500. I got to make $500. Now, do you have to make $500? I do. Again, guys, I had a challenge here. That I said, you know what? Let's make this happen. Let's do this together. Let's absolutely crush it in every single way. I gotta sneeze. Oh, fuck. All right. Woo! Let me ask you guys. Do you guys like the challenges that we do in the morning? Are you guys enjoying these every single day? I want to take 2026 to new heights. And you know what I'm also very excited about? I want to have days that I make $4,000 or $5,000. I do. But I'm also very content at this moment with just $500 a day. $500 to $1,000 a day. $500 to let's take a second, guys. I wake up, I roll out of bed, I take a shower, I jump in the steam room, I jump in the sauna, I get my private chef to cook me a dinner, I get a massage, and then I come over here and I sit down every morning. And I trade for about 2.5 hours. And I make $500. And then again, the day is yours. Like that's the beautiful thing about stock trading. That's like the beautiful thing that I want you guys to gauge about stock trading in all seriousness is that some people are like, I want to break away from the 9-to-5 job. I want to break away from, again, having a boss. I want to break away from having, being around other colleagues and employees all the time. I want to just be able to trade, work in my own hours, do what I do, and get after it. And that's incredible. That's amazing. But I want you guys to understand something about that. So many people say that, and then they're in front of their computer for 10 hours a day. For me, I love this job. And the reason why I love this so much is because I wake up, I roll out of bed, I trade for about 3 hours, it's 10:30, and then I have the rest of the day to do what I want. That could be A, I could go out and lift. I could go golfing. I could spend time with family and friends. If I had kids, I could spend time with my kids. I could go to their soccer game. I could pick them up. I could be able to walk my dog. I could be able to enter a frisbee competition. I don't know. But again, I don't ever want to be a person that's working 24/7 just to make a mediocre paycheck. You know, that's not what we want. That's not what we're here for. So the thing is, if I wake up and I'm saying, and I know again, some people are like, I want to make $5,000 a day. Let's just say we make $600 every day. Times that by 251 days in the stock market. I'm making 150 grand a year. 150 grand a year by only working 3 hours a day, being my own boss, not having to go to commutes, right? It's like, that's incredible. That's amazing. So, even just doing something like that, that is absolutely awesome to think about. LUCY. Would I short right now? I don't feel comfortable when we're on the ascending triangle pattern. I don't feel comfortable shorting on the ascending triangle pattern right now. Ascending triangle could possibly lead to a breakout. How high can this get up to? 190, 191. So we have gotten rejected once, rejected twice, rejected 3 times. This would be the 4th time we would get rejected if it does get rejected here. But I will say LUCY is inside of the ascending triangle pattern, so I do not feel comfortable shorting. I do not feel comfortable going against it, okay? Right now, LUCY. I hope everyone's having a good day. If that means you traded GLUE today. If that means you traded LUCY today. Also yesterday, S&P 500 hit brand new record highs. We are on the road. We are on the road to 700, baby. 700 is right around the corner. Let's jump back over into this here, team. Let's go back over towards, again, the analyst alerts. Scroll back on down. Let's go back to where we were. Where were we? We were right here talking about how Tesla is doing very well so far this year. Right? We're talking about how Tesla is doing very solid this year. Tesla, again, has a lot of big things coming on up. Tesla just added a brand new energy storage facility in Lakeshore, Ontario, Canada, is now commercially operational as of January 6th. It's pretty big. Be aware of that, guys. Let's see what else we have. xAI raises $20 billion in Series E. So xAI is Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company. They just raised $20 billion. Now, obviously, we cannot invest in xAI, but you can invest in Tesla, which would ultimately be like a proxy to all of it. Now, what else do we have here? Traders, this one's a little crazy. SNDK. Everyone type it on your type it in on your chart right now. SNDK continues to be the #1 stock. For anyone who does not know, in 2025, SNDK was able to spike around 700%. SNDK went from around $15 to around the price of $250. So far in 2026, it has already spiked another 47%. So SNDK, #1 top gainer of 2025. And as we have moved into 2026, it has spiked another about $100, $200. Why did SNDK spike in 2025? AI-driven demand, supply constraints and pricing power, financial momentum. Why is SNDK spiking in 2026? Nvidia CES boost, pricing shortage escalation, and outlook and projections. So the big thing is 2025 was an absolutely great year on SNDK. Absolutely great year on SNDK. But at the same time, what I do want you guys to understand is we did just have that CES news. CES is the world's biggest technology conference. The other night, Nvidia mentioned SNDK and said they were great, they were awesome, and that brought even more hype. So if we take a look right here at this moment, I just heard the word private placement. Give me 1 second. What was the private CRIS? CRIS, guys, private placement. I just heard an AI voice alert. Yes, guys, look at this. CRIS just went on a big spike and dump. Private placement. A placement is sometimes like, it's one of those weird keywords. So I do have the word placement for, again, private placement. So that comes on out. I also was just looking at my phone as well. And again, I got the private placement keyword. But that one did, CRIS just had a quick spike, quick dump. Unfortunately, that's just like that's one of those that are just too quick. You're just not going to be able to do anything. It's just one of those super quick spikes, super quick dumps. You're just not going to be able to do anything. Be aware of it, but it's just not getting that hype. But let's go over to SNDK right now. SNDK, I mean, traders, this is nuts. SNDK has gone from 40 to 100 to 200 to 300. How much higher is this going to go up to? How much higher is this play going to climb up towards? Could 500 be in reason for SNDK? I mean, absolutely. We could definitely see 500 in the next, let's say, month, maybe 4 months. SNDK, it's a little bit crazy. This was the number one play of 2025, and in 2026, it's already the number one play again with over a 55% move. It's going bonkers. That's insane to think about. Now, what else do we have here? Going on down towards the bottom here at this moment, traders. What do we got to be focusing on? What do we got to be looking at? We can see Palantir. Palantir just received a strong buy rating from Truist the bank. So Palantir just had a buy rating, moved on up to 223. That's a pretty nice rise from, again, 180. So again, getting up towards 223, some new record highs, buy rating from Truist Securities. Also, Aurora. This is a stock that I've talked about before. Aurora joins forces with Amazon's AWS. This is the most credible self-driving semi-trucks. Now, this is really cool. I will say this, guys. I truly believe that this will be a game changer. Think about how much more efficient companies will be when they don't have to have a formal truck driver. You load up the truck, you type in where are we going, New York to California, you press go, and the truck goes. You don't have to have someone stop to sleep. You don't have to stop for someone to go ahead and, someone stops to sleep, someone stops to eat, someone stops to go to the bathroom. We don't have to have human error. The truck, again, it has all its sensors around, and it goes. Imagine instead of, again, a trip taking, I don't know what it is, 7 days from New York to California, it takes 2 days because it's just a non-stop driver. That's kind of crazy to think about, isn't it? And now Aurora is working with Amazon's AWS. So Aurora is only a $4.50 stock. Very cheap play, not that expensive whatsoever. But that could be a very big game changer in the future. These are live trucks. They're trucks that work now. They're already in Texas and already on roads. So just a little heads on up. That's not like a fantasy. It's already out and working. S&P 500, new record highs are now in. Stocks climbed on Tuesday's regular session as investors seem to shrug off worries about the U.S. attack on Venezuela over the weekend. The blue chip Dow jumped nearly 485 points or 0.99%. We are hitting brand new record highs. And again, why are we hitting new record highs, guys? Again, this isn't anything that's like, oh, investors are scared. Investors aren't scared. Investors are cheering. You might say, oh, well, there was an attack on Venezuela. Guys, again, we captured, again, their dictator president and now, again, have control of the world's largest oil supply. Investors aren't, again, scared. Investors are, again, cheering. Investors are saying we have the largest oil supply in the world right now, more than Saudi Arabia. That's why, again, the investors are happy. So we are seeing right here this continue to climb, this continue to move on up. Jensen Huang said this about Tesla. New interview with CEO of Nvidia on Tesla self-driving cars. I think Tesla stack is the most advanced autonomous vehicle stack in the world. I'm fairly certain they were already using end-to-end AI. Whether their AI did reasoning or not, it's something secondary to that first part. So Jensen Huang is a massive Tesla fan and believer for their Cybercab. The car is coming on out or already out right now in Austin, Texas. Has no pedals, has no wheels. Car comes, opens on up, you sit down, it takes you to where you want to go. Pretty crazy to think about. Then we had all of our news this morning. VYTX getting acquired by Eli Lilly. AMOD partnership with DXC. We also do have, again, CDIO. CDIO does have a partnership. GPUS is getting bought out for $1.14 per share. GLUE talks about positive phase 1 trials. Mean headlines of today. LUCY, record-breaking growth, right? Want to make sure that you guys are completely understanding it all. And then, of course, we do have our CRIS right here, which does have our private placement press release. So CRIS, is that one still holding? So that play right here, a little bit of spike off the private placement. This play right here, traders, we are staying ready on all accounts. And again, there's nothing that we're missing at this time. Now, I am still about $80 away. I am still about $80 away from hitting our challenge, hitting our goal. But obviously, we just wanted to make sure that every single person understands, what are we looking for? What are we at? Where are we, again, going to be trading here today? So right now at this moment, if you guys have not or just joining us right now, we are up $421 in profit. We are up $421, $79 away from reaching our goal on the day. And all that takes is honestly one trade. One trade and we'll be all set. One trade and we'll be all good. So we're going to see what we got. Also, traders, just a little heads on up. If you have not yet, make sure you guys sign on up and get yourself into the free trading tournament over on One Stop Prop. Remember, this is a 100% free trading tournament, guys. Every single person can join this. It is free to join. There is no fee whatsoever. And the winner does get a $100,000 trading account. Now, I already made this. I already said to myself, if I win, I'm giving the $100,000 account away to someone on tradecaster.com. So just a little heads on up. If I win this tournament, if I win this here, guys, I'm giving away this membership. This again, $100,000. First place gets $100,000. Second place gets $50,000. Third place gets $25,000. Every single person can go ahead and sign up right here. I'll drop the link for you guys over in chat so that you guys are all good. But right now, I am sitting in first place. Everyone gets $100,000. You basically get a fake $100,000. Whoever can trade the best over 4 days walks away with $100,000. A prop firm, funded money. So, I'm ready to do it. Sean D, baby, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Sean Dekmar, Sean the darling, Sean the daring, Sean the absolutely dynamic, Sean the dangerous, Sean the defective dim, Sean the dark, the dental, the dizzy, the double. I'm ready to rock. I've had 4 trades so far. I've won on every single one of them. Currently sitting with an $8,675 profit. I do have Athanasios coming on my heels a little bit with a $5,000 profit. Anthony C, $3,800. I'm going to give you guys the secret here, okay? Because I want to give you guys the secret of how to do this right. You guys can trade whatever the heck you want. You really can. You can trade, again, Bitcoin. You can trade all, again, S&P 500 stocks. But the easiest thing to do that I like to do on these tournaments is I go to US 500. US 500 is going to be like the S&P 500 futures, but it's going to be a little bit more crazy. You're going to make a lot more money. You're only going to be able to get about 10 shares at most, maybe only 5, depending on what your account is. But you will make or lose like $500, $700, $1,000, $2,000 in a very quick fashion. So it's not worth it to be like, oh, I'm going to do Tesla with, again, 10 shares. Like, no, again, what I like to do is the US 500, get a little crazy, add 10, and again, try to figure out what the S&P 500 is going to do today. Are we going to squeeze? Are we going to spike? Are we going to dump? And if you're wrong, get out. If you're right, continue to hold. That's what I do. Because again, these tournaments are free. So go with the most insane thing that you're going to be able to make the most amount of money on. And then, of course, if you end up losing and you're not in the tournament anymore, it's okay. You didn't pay anything. Now, obviously, if there was a fee, if there was a $100 fee or $500 fee, we might have to be a little bit more careful and trade a little differently. But since it's a free tournament to enter and the winner gets $100,000 in prop firm funded accounts, I would just say go crazy. Go a little wild. That's what I do. People are always asking, how are you up on the leaderboard? Because I'm not doing small little trades. I'm just trying to win. I'm YOLO in trades. I'm getting crazy. If I end up blowing it on up, it doesn't matter. It's fake. So that's why, again, you can get after it. Go crazy. Get after it. Make that money. What we got on GLUE? GLUE still getting a little bit of a fade right now. GLUE still getting a little ugly. GLUE, not too much I'm seeing right now at this moment. I want to see if we can get one more kind of like hot mover. Have we had decent stocks? Decent plays, yeah. Have we had again some decent stocks? Yeah, decent plays. But nothing that is jumping off the board right now. You know what I mean? There's no play right now that every single trader is running over towards and saying, this is it. There's no play right now that every single person is kind of jumping on right now saying, this is the stock you have to get yourself involved in. This is the play that, again, you got to make the most amount of money on. So right here, we're going to stay smart. Mind game day plus stop works in pre-market. Well, if you guys use Cobra trading allows you to do market orders in pre-market. So again, you guys can do market orders. You guys can do limit orders. You guys can do all of that in pre-market. As I always say here, traders, every single person, if you guys want to be able to short the way that I short, if you guys want to get in and out as fast as I get in and out, you guys are going to have to use, again, Cobra trading. Cobra, best trader or best broker out there that I know. As you guys know, I've sent you guys, give you guys these amazing deals. If you guys are coming to Cobra from me, you guys do get 2 months of free commission. 50% off commissions for life, 2 months of free software, 2 free months of trade ideas, 2 free months of Fox Runner. So you guys do get all of this if you guys sign up over to Cobra. So go ahead, Cobra, which is again my broker. You guys can get all of these deals, all that good stuff. No, I don't think you can trade on one stop prop in pre-market, but you can trade like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and such. They have all that. Cobra is a premium broker. You do need over $20,000 to use them. If you do not have over $20,000, they will redirect you to their Venom program. Venom is going to be for smaller accounts. You can still sign up, but you can say, I have less than $20,000. I use Cobra. Cobra is like their adult account. Venom is going to be for smaller accounts. So again, you will still be able to get certain features. You will not be able to get all the same shares to short and such. Cobra is a premium broker. It's almost like Lamborghini and Ferrari, you know? So a lot of people are like, oh, I use Robinhood. Okay, that's like Honda Civic, right? Oh, I use E-Trade. Okay, that's like Toyota. Okay, I use Cobra. Cobra is like Lamborghini, McLaren, Ferrari. It's going to be for people that are very serious about stock trading and people that are like, you want to be a full-time day trader, you use Cobra because it's the best. So right now here, traders, 9 o'clock in the morning. So let's see if we can get any sort of big press releases. See if we get anything hot. And again, today's been a low day for news. We really have not seen much news. Partnership, ASRV. ASRV, little partnership. Nope, no volume just yet, but we can stay aware of it at least. CDXS. Guys, CDXS getting a little bit of buying volume. I'm just trying to see if anything's going to really take on off. CDXS, though, is bigger in float. It might be a little tricky here today, guys. And it's going to be a little tricky because I don't see much crazy movement just yet. That's why it's going to be tricky. The hardest part about today is going to be where can we go to be able to find some hot news or like hot momentum. I mean, guys, take a look. Let's do this together. As of right now in this moment, the number one top gainer, VTYX, It got acquired by Eli Lilly. It's just moving sideways. There's nothing you can do here. There's no point to buy the stock. It's not going up. It's not going down. There's no money to be made. GLUE stock spiked this morning at 7:30. It hasn't really done too much in the last 2 hours. LUCY. LUCY is still slowly trying to stay alive here. It's not done. It's still trying to slowly stay alive, but I would say if it starts going back underneath that 157, 155 mark, it could easily fall to sub 150. And that's where, again, some things could get a little ugly over on LUCY, where LUCY is trying to get a bounce, and trying to get another bounce right here. But if this thing starts cracking, it could start getting a little ugly. There is not one go-to play right now that everyone is kind of saying, this is it. This is the money. This is the stock. This is where everyone's focusing on. There is not that one play right now. So we do have to be as careful as we can. We don't want to put ourselves in any sort of bad position. EDBL, very little volume. Again, I appreciate the heads on up, AM Trader. I really do. I appreciate the heads up. I appreciate you, again, kind of searching and looking. But, there's something I've learned, a long time ago, which is if you have to search for a stock, it's usually not a good play. Now, again, it's like, what do you mean? You always have to do research to find plays. I'm talking about once you understand the flow. Once you understand the natural flow of every morning, once you understand the natural routine of every morning, news comes out, people find the best news, people buy the best news. That's how it works. If we're searching, okay, is this what's going on? Why is that one not we can clearly see there's no hype wave this morning. We can clearly see there's not one go-to press release this morning. We can clearly see there is not one stock that every single person is jumping on and saying, this is the play that everyone wants to get themselves involved in. You know what I mean? So we do have to be as smart as we possibly can, putting ourselves in the best possible positions we can at this time. So no force in here, traders. We got our one trade, and again, I cannot turn off this live stream until I make at least $500, and we are not there yet. So LUCY, I had a cost basis. LUCY, guys, I got filled at 167, 166, 165, 164, and I got out at 157, 156. So I was about 1 penny away from being able to hit my goal and hit my target. But now, again, this is where the challenge gets a little tough. I am slightly forced to jump in on a play right now. And I'm slightly forced because we're only at $421. I said 500 to turn off the live stream, so we got to trade regardless. I mean, guys, yesterday our challenge was we have to make a profit in the stock market. And I said, you know what? We made $700. That was a little easy. Then today, I said, you know what? We got to make $500 in the stock market. And right now we're at 421. Does that mean we just keep going on up? I'm scared to just keep raising the challenge up. Let's imagine where we'll be next week. Next week, I cannot turn off the live stream until I make $3,000 in a day. Guys, I might get stuck. Next thing you know, I'm down 3,000. Next thing you know, I'm down 10,000. Next thing you know, I'm just like, I won't get off, right? I don't want to get stuck on one of these challenges either. So I definitely have to have limits within it, and we could switch things on up. Maybe, again, the next challenge is I can only make $500 by buying breakouts. Maybe I can only make $500 by playing dip buys. Maybe I can only make $500 by playing hot news. What if I do that? No shorting tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's like we could definitely be able to have some fun every single day in different ways and switch things on up, but also keep it reasonable in a way. But obviously, when I don't have much buying volume, when I don't have much hype, when I don't have much action, I got to be careful on, these possible shorts. Silver, getting a little bit of a drop back on down right now. So right here, traders, let's just stay alert and stay ready. D. Bauer, I signed up to the competition but said I had to pay to use the platform. Nope, it's 100% free. So if you're paying for anything, you are not on the right site or the right link or whatever. The tournament's 100% free. There's like 100 people in there. So again, all these people there's no fee whatsoever. So LUCY, traders, might be the top dog here. LUCY going into today. And again, let's just kind of run through everything that we should be aware of. What are the best press releases today? Top gainers with news or filings today. Let's go. What do we have here, guys? Let me see here. Let me restart this here for a second. Sometimes that happens. Just restart it, go to see all, and boom. So what we have here is the number one top gainer. We can clearly see what is the winner. It goes LUCY with a 43% gain. And then we essentially fall off the map to a 13% gain. It's pretty big. To go from a 43% gain to just drop on down to a 13% gain, we can clearly see that there's really no competition today other than LUCY. You know, to LUCY, there's nothing that's like fighting for its volume. We go over, we take a look right here. It says, Innovative Eyewear Inc. announces record-breaking 65% annual growth in 2025 in insider buying intent. So we already know this press release, record-breaking. That was what we added for, again, some keywords. And when we take a look, LUCY is having this ascending triangle pattern, is the clear-cut number one top gainer. Now, again, other than that, though, there are some other plays that are top gainers, though, as well. If we take a look right here, we can see, again, ATMC is a delisted play. They're getting rid of that January 15th. ASBP, I'm not a fan that's 16 cents. I really don't care for stocks that are sub 25 cents. They're just too small for me. VYTX was the stock that's getting acquired by Eli Lilly. Lucy, LUCY, is our number one top gainer. And then GLUE, this was a stock that had a partnership this morning. The two best press releases of the day are GLUE and LUCY. Those are the top two press releases of the day. VTYX, you don't need it. It got acquired by Eli Lilly. ASBP is too small for us to even play. It's only 16 cents. Really, when we come out of today, it is, again, going to be, what are the best plays here today? You know, it's going to be LUCY, right? So what, did ASRV just have a little bit of a pop? Nope, nothing on ASRV right now. So traders, comes on down. Let's start at the very bottom, kind of speed run this really quickly. Nvidia's current holdings going into 2026. CoreWeave, ARM, Applied Digital, NBIS, and Recursion. We also have what? Can AI predict the stock market? They did an experiment. Grok, they said, what stocks are going to 2x in 2026? These are the stocks that Grok picked. What else do we have here? Tesla just opened up a brand new battery energy storage facility in Ontario, Canada. Just became operational yesterday for all you Tesla fans out there. Also, Tesla, Elon Musk, his artificial intelligence company, XAI, just raised $20 billion. SNDK is the top stock that you should watch today if you are interested in options or blue chips. SNDK was the number one play of 2025, raised over 700%, and already in 2026, they have already gained over 50%. Yes, they were mentioned in CES by Nvidia. CES is the world's largest technology conference in Las Vegas. It's happening right now. On Monday, they were mentioned by the CEO of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, and SNDK exploded to brand new heights. Now, I will say that play is going to most likely dump at some point. They all do, but that thing is insane. Next on up, Palantir receives a buy rating. Palantir from Truist Analyst, Truist Bank, Truist Finance, Truist Analyst now puts Palantir at a 225 buy rating. We also see Aurora, self-driving semi-trucks, has now have a partnership with Amazon AWS. That's massive, guys. That's a big deal. Now, what else do we have here? S&P 500 yesterday hit brand new record highs. It's because, again, we moved into Venezuela, have all the control. The U.S. controls all the oil in Venezuela. That is more oil than Saudi Arabia. That is why, again, the markets are moving up so well. Jensen Huang also said that Tesla has the best, the most dominant AV, autonomous vehicle infrastructure they have ever seen. We are also seeing, again, VYTX with the news, AMOD. Again, basically everything that we have already gone over. But if you had to ask me right now, hey, what are the top plays that you should watch today? These are it. You guys ready for it? Top plays, top stocks every trader should watch. It's going to be, if you are a day trader on smaller caps, it's LUCY. If you are a day trader with larger caps, it's SNDK. That's it. Those are the two plays. Other than that, I would watch GLUE. So if you are asking right now, what is the main watch list of the day? Sean Deckmar's main watch list today. It is just going to be SNDK. It is just going to be LUCY, and it is just going to be GLUE. Those are going to be my top plays that I think every single person should be on top of. Every single person should be focused on. So right now, 9-11 in the market here, traders. What else? What else could you add to that list? You could add AZI. Let's We can add AZI, and we can also add MNTS. Let's actually add again those two plays. Add AZI, also add maybe MNTS. Right? AZI, MNTS, those could also be two decent plays. You guys aren't wrong there. All right, awesome. Right now here, traders, we are all set here. Nothing else we need. We are all good. Ready to get ready to rock. Ready to get ready. We are ready to get ready to rock. We are ready to go. As I posted before, guys, if you guys want the same broker that I have, how I'm doing this, my broker is Cobra Trading, the best of the best. I will drop a link for you guys right here over in chat. If you guys want trade ideas, again, the charting right here, you guys can also get all the charting and you guys will be all set, ready to go. So again, we are all ready to rock. We are getting ourselves an absolutely awesome day ahead. And I'm absolutely fired up. Hey, if you guys have not yet, smash that thumbs on up right here. Get yourself excited. Get yourself ready to go. We have, again, the one-stop prop trading tournament. I have to still make $79 to pass, again, the challenge. And we just got to make a nice trade here today. So, VYTX, GLUE, AMOD. AXTI a little bit bigger. AXTI, maybe again, keep that one on watch also. Thank you for the heads on up. Guys, so thank you, Jeff, AXTI. Guys, give me a second here. I will be right back on the mic. I'm just going to run across the room, get myself a fresh bottle of water, and we'll be all ready to go. Give me 1 second here, team. I'll be right back on the mic.
Joby.
Deck, no audio. Deck, 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 deck. I can't hear you. Right here, traders. 9:17 in the market. Let's find our winner. What do you guys think? It has to be LUCY we have to start off with at least, right? MBLY? Ooh, guys, look at MBLY. I mean, maybe add... There's a few plays that I feel like we have to maybe just like add to the list. There's maybe just like a few plays that we have to add to the list. You know, MBLY might be one of those plays as well. You know, ASTI, that's maybe a play as well. We're trying to add as much to this list as we can, just so we're not missing anything. Now, also, I will say, I'm going to do something I think, I don't think it's risky. I think if the S&P 500 is going to have a little drop right at the start, and I think it's going to try to take off. You know, again, I want to try to win this one-stop prop challenge the best I possibly can. So I'm trying to see what we can do here. So I want to be able to make as much money as I can if that is over on LUCY today. If that is over on, let's say, MBLY today. MBLY is trying to shoot up towards around $15. That 1560 mark. I mean, guys, let's take a look over on MBLY. Does that stock have any sort of news or credibility or reasoning? You know, little heads on up. MBLY did have a small press release last night. If we actually go over here, type in MBLY, go over to news, and you can see Tuesday. It says Mobileye to acquire humanoid robotic startup Menti for $900 million. So traders, there's actually a very good press release last night over on, again, MBLY to acquire humanoid robotics startup. And this is one that is starting to get a little bit of a pop at this moment. Mobileye to acquire Menti Robotics. Mobileye analyst no longer here. Yeah, so again, I would say MBLY right here. Add that one to the list as well. And that one, if we took a look over on this play, I wouldn't be shocked if we maybe got a little spike on up towards like $16. Maybe at the start of the day, MBLY gets a little bit of a pop, starts ripping and running up towards $16. Does have nice support next to the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average should be holding up as a nice support line. Also, we do have the old spiking high at around that 1422 mark. I'm just thinking right now. I'm brainstorming. I'm trying to find which stocks have the most volume. I'm trying to find what stocks have the most action. I'm trying to find what stocks are going to have the most opportunity for us. What are going to be stocks that are going to be holding up well, that are going to be set up, that are going to be getting their breakouts. That's what I'm looking for right now. Joby, one of those kind of, Joby, nice little pop back on up. Joby from $13 up to $16. How's the AMPX doing? AMPX at $9. I need to see AMPX back above 10. Get myself some confidence back on that play. OKLO, guys. I got to see this thing back above 100. OKLO, if this thing starts spiking back above 100, I'm going to be feeling good on that one as well. How's like Amazon doing? Amazon, nice little pop. Again, you know, we've got a nice little pop and climb so far. You know, things have been solid so far. I know we're only, 6 days in? But I enjoy taking a look at, you know, the S&P 500 year to date so far, guys. Hey, we're up 0.91%. We take a look at Amazon stock so far. One of my biggest investments of 2026. We're at 4%. That's not bad. I'll take it, right? We take a look over on Oklo stock so far, year to date. Guys, Oklo, year to date, 29%. We'll take it, right? And so I'm taking a look at some of my biggest investments of 2026. Palantir so far. Year to date on Palantir, 0.91. Palantir, you suck. What else do we have here? And we also have, again, Nvidia. Nvidia stock. Let's see how we are. Year to date, minus 1%. So guys, my biggest investments in 2026, if anyone wants to know so far, they are Nvidia, they are Palantir, they are Oklo, and they are Amazon. Those are kind of like my 4 major investments so far of 2026. Rubio, great portfolio. Thank you so much, Rubio. Appreciate you, buddy. Right now, I'm ready to get this day cracking. I'm ready again, get it on. I want this 9 minutes, 8 minutes to pass us by right here so we can get this party started. Let's see what we got going on with CNBC today. Anything kind of else that we need? Oil sales from Venezuela continue to indefinitely, and U.S. sanctions will be reduced. Alaska Airlines buys more than 100 Boeing jets and carriers' biggest order ever. Ooh, Alaska going after it, eh? Private payrolls rose 41,000 in December, slightly below expectations ADP. What else do we have here? How Russia is benefiting from Trump's Venezuela. Trump says Venezuela gives up 50 million barrels of oil. U.S. tries to seize Russian flag. To do anything that we're not aware of. Not really. Right? We're aware of it all. We're set right here. It says why Trump wants Greenland and what makes it so important for national security. There was actually a very large bet yesterday. I go through Twitter a lot, guys, or I go through X, whatever you want to call it. And as you guys know, you can go over to Polymarket. Polymarket is a place that you can go ahead and bet on anything. You can go and bet on anything. You know, a Venezuela leader by the end of 2026. Who's going to win a certain soccer game? You can go over to crypto. How high is Bitcoin going to go up or down? You can go over to climate and science. How many earthquakes are going to happen in 2026? What is the temperature going to be today? You know, people are literally betting on what the temperature is going to be tomorrow. Will there be, how many tornadoes will there be in December? Right? You can go over here. Who's going to be the next James Bond actor? Who's going to win the Oscars in 2026? How many tweets are Elon Musk going to do in the next 2 days? So there's a lot of kind of crazy things that you can go ahead and go ahead and bet on. One of the things that someone betted on last night, they put in $50,000 last night that Greenland was going to become the part of the United States by the end of 2026. Someone put $50,000 on that. It was going to pay $500,000. So someone put in 50 grand to be able to get a 25x, right, on their investment. I mean, hey, maybe they know something we don't know. Could there be an invasion? A Greenland invasion? An invasion to Greenland? I don't know. But I thought that was a pretty crazy thing. Be like, hey, could we have 51 states? The 51st state of the United States. Actually, we already have kind of 51 states. Isn't it like... What island is like kind of part of the United States now as well? Isn't Puerto Rico like part of the United States? I might be wrong with this. Someone tell me. But maybe Greenland could also be part of it. I don't know. I think Puerto Rico, isn't it like officially part of the United States? Guys, we got 5 minutes till the market opens on up. We got to make $79 on the day. Let's go ahead and do what we do best. And do what we do best. And what is that? That is absolutely crushing it. Dominating the stock market. Making more money than what people make in a week. MBLY right now. Stock's getting a little bit weaker. And what do we have right now? LUCY. Guys, LUCY is still creeping its way on up. LUCY is the best penny stock as of now. So I'm trying to think right now, what do I want to do at the start of the day? LUCY, what do I want to do? I'm going to adjust LUCY's uptrend. I'm also going to adjust LUCY's channel right here. All right, traders, let's do this together. Adjust the channels. Adjust support, adjust resistance. If you want to trade LUCY at the start of the day, in the next 3 minutes, the best thing to do is take a look over on LUCY right here, and you guys can clearly see we have support here, support here, support here, support here. You guys can also see we do have our resistance. Resistance, 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 and resistance. The next area of resistance, the next area for a possible short, is most likely going to be somewhere up near around 195. if you want to look for a dip buy, the next area for a dip buy is honestly going to be right around like 170. So you are going to have to get that nice little dump, dip buy off 170, and spike on up towards around that top. There is a chance that we open on up, dump, and just crash right down towards 160. That could happen as well. So LUCY, you kind of have your guidelines. We are supposed to have some sort of bounce around 170, 169, 168. If the stock does bounce, it has room to run all the way up towards around 195. Does Polymarket require a VPN? I always have a VPN on, so I'm not sure, but I always have a VPN on. That's just, guys, in today's world, I suggest everyone always have a VPN on. VPN, for anyone that's a little bit older and doesn't know what I'm talking about, it just helps keep your stuff safe on the internet. So many people, again, get stuff stolen, identity stolen, credit card stuff, this. I always have virus protection, VPN going, all that stuff. So yeah, Polymarket will not let you bet if you're in the US. So yeah, just put a VPN on and then you can. It's kind of crazy how like simple it is. It's like, hey, I can't bet. Okay, put on a VPN. Okay, I can bet. What a lot of people are worried about with these prediction markets though, guys, is the fact that we could have insider trading like no one has ever believed, especially when it comes on down to like culture here. Now, what do I mean by like culture is there's like, like this, like phase members. For anyone who does not know, phase members, these guys right here are like video game players that are like 28 to 30, somewhere in that region. Ex-phase members form new organization by March 31st. If these guys just wanted to go ahead and make, let's say, a ton of money, they could just be like, yes or no. Yes. Hey guys, let's go ahead and make a group together. Hey, let's go ahead and let's put $10,000 on this that we're not going to make a group. Hey, I just made $7,000. Hey, let's go ahead and put, you know what I mean? Like a lot of this stuff is kind of crazy because you can go ahead and you can bet on it, right? Where it's like, hey, let's say you know someone, right? You know someone that knows Drake. And it's like, hey, when is he going to release his album? That stuff gets spoiled all the time. Oh, that's going to be coming out, soon. Will that happen before GTA? Like, you can get so much insider information. Who's going to be the next James Bond? Like, that stuff can easily get leaked. Or even people that are in the cast that are filming can go ahead and make millions of dollars. They know who the next James Bond is. That's kind of the crazy stuff that I want you guys to kind of understand and think about here. Guys, LUCY starting on off with a spike right off the rip here. Guys, LUCY spiking up towards 190. I'm going to start looking for some possible shorts. Just a little heads on up. If we start seeing again 191, I'm going to start loading up on some shorts again. See if I can get filled and see if I can nail a little reversal opportunities. So I'm just kind of playing the red top. What's the red top? 191 to like 195. That would be like the top area that I think. LUCY, you can see we're inside the channel. So I am going to look for shorts on LUCY. And all I'm going to do is try to follow what we know. Now, what do I mean? What do we know? We know we have resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. There should be resistance here. That's where I'm going to look for entries, try to get filled, see if the stock can fade and fall back on down. We did just come on up towards around the price of 189. I want to see if we can get a little bit more of some profits on this play. Remember, all I got to do is make a quick, $100 essentially. I have to make $500 today. That is the goal. Make a $500 profit. If I can make, again, $79, we will be all set, ready to rock and roll here. But I got to see a nice little pop on up towards around that high, get filled, get a reversal back on down, and then crush it. All eyes right now over on LUCY. LUCY is the number one top gainer on the day. It's only up 58%. Now, I know 58% sounds like a lot, but when it comes down to these like penny stock type of plays, what are we used to? We're used to 100, 200, 300% top movers. Seeing a stock that's only up, let's say 50%, 59% really isn't that big in the grand scheme of things, as you guys, could imagine. All right, guys, just got filled. Just got filled. I have to make a quick $100 profit here if I can get it. If I can make a quick $100, get myself above $500, I'll be happy. Get filled. We're hitting that red line. Let's see if we can reverse on down. Oh, we're so close. We got to get ourselves on up again. $80 to hit our $500 challenge. We're at 70. 70. Come on, get a little bit more of a drop. 50. 70. Come on. We need to hit the $500 challenge. We need a couple more pennies to drop here. Get us a 186 to 184. See again, we got to see if we get a little drop. We're at $70, guys. We need $79 to reach our goal. We're at 90. Lock it in. Woo! $500 challenge complete! $500 challenge complete! Two for two. $500 challenge, guys, right there. Awesome job, everyone. I could not end this stream until I made $500. It took me about 2 hours. Now, if you guys want to see the P&Ls right here. P&Ls at this time, it was all on LUCY. LUCY, I started off by shorting this play with a cost basis around 165 with about 5,000 shares, about a $6,000 investment. Then again, I got out of the play at 157. Then I just shorted at 191, 192, and I got out at 187. Those are, again, my trades. $511 profit, and we have reached the goal. We have reached the challenge. We are all set, ready to rock here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Congrats, guys. So we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hey, that's just the challenge here, baby. That's what we do. CRML, trying to get a little spike in. LUCY, starting to fade itself back on down. So LUCY hitting that top and now starting to fade and starting to drop a little bit. But I'm thinking, again, we continue on with these challenges. We continue on, again, just trying to set a goal for ourselves. You know what? I will say this is like one of the worst things to do is to show up to the gym and not have like, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. My best workouts ever have been when I say, hey, this is the workout plan I'm doing today, and I cannot leave until I do every single one of them. I love that. Sometimes, again, you know, I go to the golf range, and it'd be like, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. And I stay there for an hour, 2 hours, just hitting balls until I, again, do what I want done. That's amazing. But what's one of the worst things you can do? The worst things you can do sometimes is just go to the golf range and hit balls. It doesn't, like, you're not achieving anything. Same exact thing when you go to the gym and you just walk around for an hour. You're not achieving anything. Now, again, same exact thing maybe sometimes with stock trading, though. Stock trading is, hey, I want to go ahead and work on this. I want to do this. I want to do this. If we just say, hey, I want to make money today, right? That might just kind of put us in la-la land. That might just, we want to have a goal. Have a goal, set a goal. Have a goal, set a goal. Make sure, again, we try to accomplish that goal the best we possibly can. So we, again, just want to lock in these gains. Guys, look at LUCY starting to turn in reverse. Hi, Jinx. Hey, you know what? $500 to me is $500. Do I get excited about $500? Yes. Do I get excited about $5,000? Yes. Again, hey, green is green, money is money. I just got myself some Chipotle for the next month. Deck, do you really eat $500 worth of Chipotle in a month? I don't know. I'm probably there twice a week, maybe 3 times a day. It depends. That's a very big difference. Twice a week to 3 times a day. But LUCY, nice little reversal right back on down. All right, guys, I'm going to continue to trade, though. I want to. But I will say, even if I end up taking a loss, the challenge has been hit already. So challenge is done. Let's see what else we can do today. Okay? LUCY, unfortunately, starting to drop. Now, again, this stock is just starting to fade. And remember, how I get, the majority of my money, as I said before, the majority of my money is not from me predicting what's the best play in the world. It's from me recognizing what's the best play. And then honestly, all I'm doing is just picking out good entries by having those trend lines. You know what I mean? So as I said before, it's not like, again, I'm sitting here and saying, hey guys, this is going to be the most incredible play in the world. It's me again saying, hey, let's go ahead and look for shorts at the red line. Let's go ahead and look for dip buys at the blue line. Like, that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is, again, having great entries on volatile plays. That's it. LUCY, anything? No. NVVE, little bit of a pop. Guys, MNTS, little bit. Now, MNTS, just a little heads on up. You have to get above that 50-day moving average. Above the 50-day moving average is where buying volume is going to start getting in. That's where, again, you're going to start getting more hype, more attention, more action. So again, MNTS, if we can break through that 50-day moving average of the price of $12.80, that's where a possible squeeze could happen, okay? MNTS coming on up towards around $12.80. Now, I will say MNTS, $12.80 is not going to be easy to break. Now, if you can get above and stay above $12.80, this is where the stock is going to have a lot of opportunity for us. Please take something into account. You hit the 50-day moving average back on 12.12, got rejected hard. Hit the 50-day moving average back on 12-09, got rejected hard. Hit it back on 10.30, rejected hard. Hit it back on 10.24, got rejected hard. There's a good chance that MNTS is going to hit this 50-day moving average and then get rejected pretty good. So MNTS, how much is, like, let's say 1,000 shares on this play? 1,000 shares, inquire. Let's go 1,000 shares, locate lowest, click cancel. It's going to cost me $2.60. Click OK, I'm accepted, good to go. MNTS right now at this moment. Stock is, again, still trying to spike. Still trying to climb a little bit. We might get... Let's see what happens here. I want to see how high this one is going to get up towards. Also, S&P 500 traders trying to grind. Now, again, over on the trading challenge, I'm still in first place right now. This guy's slowly starting to creep on up. So right now, I am in first place at this moment. I do think the S&P 500 is going to get a little pop above that 692.50 mark here, traders. So I am watching, again, the S&P 500, see if this is going to come back on down, maybe get a little bounce play. I'm holding my lead right now, and I'm trying to be strategic about this. I have to trade because I know $8,000 is not going to win it. But at the same time, it's nice that I can sit here and have other people take the risk trying to catch up to me rather than me extend my lead and possibly, again, end up making mistakes and losing. I'm trying, some people I'm going to have to say, hey, come, try to come catch me. Try to come get me. Come get me. That's basically what it's coming on down to right here. There's, again, the S&P 500 pop. Guys, S&P 500, brand new record highs. We are, again, sitting good. Brand new record highs on this. You know what? Right here, I'm going to go. I'm going to go over on, again, the S&P 500 here and see if the S&P 500 can kind of get a little bit of a rally. So S&P 500, I'm going to give this a little bit of time. See if the SPY is going to be able to start moving on up. 693 break. If we start breaking 693, extend on this rally a little bit and, You know, get up towards 694, 694.50. That's where I want to be able to make the most amount of money. Now, again, I am trading the US 500 right now. When you trade the US 500, that is going to be like the futures of the S&P 500. You are going to make the most or lose the most amount of money in a very quick manner. So I'm going to give this a stop loss right here of 692.44. If we hit 692.44, I will be 100% out because I'm going to be down to like second or third place. But at the same time, if we can break 693 or higher, and I can get myself up another $2,000, $3,000, I will definitely take that. But I always trade the US 500 and then try to get myself a nice win here. So right now I am in first place, and what's my lead at? So Arcus just made a good trade. Arcus, guys, just made a great trade. He's in second now, 8,061. I only got a $600 lead, and I'm about to lose that all in a second here anyway. Unless, again, the S&P 500 starts reversing and we get a nice little bounce back on up. And again, I want to see this thing blast off above 693. If we can start blasting off above 693, I would like to hold this till around 694.40, like something like that. That's my goal over on the S&P 500. 694.40. We're right next to those highs here. What's the high on the day? 692.79. I purchased right near the high. So I want to see if this thing can start breaking. I am going to put a stop loss at 692.44, as I said. But if we can get a new high and start kind of ripping up towards around some new high areas. Now we're getting a little pullback right here, guys. I don't like it right now. I'm going to get out of my trade. I'm going to accept my loss. It looks like it's getting a little weaker to me. I'm going to wait for a little bit of a better trade, a better opportunity for me. I'm going to wait for a better trade, better opportunity, try to get myself back into the green in the future. Give that one a little time. I want to see if that was going to blow on up. I don't think it is. It looks a little weak to me at this moment. And I just don't want to play the guessing, the forcing game. MNTS getting a little bit weaker as well. Traders, MNTS, this stock doesn't have much volume. And that's what kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. So you can't just do a big order on this play and hope to get filled. This is a play right here. As you guys can see, MNTS spiked on up, came on up towards the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is going to be very strong resistance, right? That's just the way it's going to work. The 50-day moving average is going to be very strong resistance. If we wanted to jump in on MNTS, we could jump in, 50-day moving average, watch for that reversal. But you can only do probably 100 shares at a time. 100 shares only at a time. SPY still, again, setting itself up. A little bit of a bull flag. Small bull flag pattern. Anthony C. over on One Stop Prop. What, has 117 trades? This guy's crazy. This guy has 57 trades. 117 trades. This guy's just getting in and out constantly. Arceus is on a run right now. He's now, again, up $9,000. I'm now in second place over in the tournament. And now the SPY is starting to go a little bit. SPY is starting to run. SPY is starting to move. SPY is starting to climb. SPY is starting to get a little crazy here. So the SPY right here, still trying to rip its way on up. We got MNTS. MNTS, guys, I'm not going to touch it because it's a little too low in volume, but I do expect that one fading and falling. NVVE, nothing. AMOD, SLRX. Guys, what do you guys see is the hottest one right now? What's the best mover at this moment? Rich, thoughts on future trading for small caps? It's just like, it's preference. You know, the thing that I want you guys to understand is like, I do these nice micro cap, small, low float, big breakouts because to me, it's simple. To me, it's easy. And again, how does it work? Remember, guys, it's the same thing every single day. This is all it is. I'll give you, again, a $3,000 boot camp in 2 seconds. What it is number one, you have to understand that low floats equal low supply. When you have a low supply and a high demand, when you have a very low supply and you have a high demand of something, the price is going to increase dramatically. If I have one house available in a neighborhood and 25 people want it, that price is going to increase dramatically. So we look at low float plays. Then we also have to understand that news is going to equal demand. So we want to be looking for stocks that have news, that have low floats, that the price is going to increase dramatically very quickly. Now we want to understand that news comes out at 7 a.m., 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and 9 o'clock. If we watch for low float stocks with news during these times, we can find stocks that are going to go on very big spikes. Now, on top of that, you can realize there's more than just trying to buy in early. We can buy in right when news comes on out. We can short it, aka wait for the stock to get overextended, then short it back on down. Or number 3, guys, what else could we do is we could wait for a dip buy if it has a great opportunity. So, for instance here, how is the best way to be able to trade stocks? You guys want to know right now? Easy peasy. Number 1, you again, every morning, watch Fox Runner, right? What are we doing here? Well, we are changing our float, 0 to 30 million in float, aka low floats. Number 2, what do you guys realize right here? We watch the news scanner at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. 8 o'clock, LUCY. LUCY is a 3-star press release. Why is it a 3-star press release? Because it came out with the word record breaking. I again added the word record to again my keyword list. So if you guys did not, you guys can do that as well. Go over here, click again keywords, add the word record, turn on AI voice alerts. You will always get record for record breaking now. I also added a 3-star word, record. I added the word record to again my 3-star words as well. So 8 o'clock, 3-star words, record on a stock that is again less than 1 million in float. So let's go over our possible options. Our possible options is number 1, you buy LUCY at 8 o'clock. You buy it at 8 o'clock, you're in at 118. You buy it 5 minutes late, you're out at 127. You buy it 10 minutes late, you're in at 140. You buy it an hour late, you're in at 160. You buy it an hour and a half late, you're in at 180. So either number 1, you buy it right when it comes on out. Option number 2, you wait for it to get overextended, you short it back on down, right? Or option number 3, you get ready for a dip buy. So really, again, every single day is about watching low float stocks that come out with news. You either find it quickly, you get in, you wait for it to spike, you short it, or if it's a good credible press release and starts forming a trend line, you get ready for dip buys. So for me, if it's like, oh, what's better, futures or option trade or what? This is just so simple. Wake up, watch the news scanner, look for keywords, buy it. If you're late, short it. If it holds its gains, look for a dip buy. It's so simple to me. That's why every single day I wake up and again, I can make this $500, $600, right? Making $600 a day as a 32-year-old, it's pretty amazing, right? Working 3 hours a day. Traders, LUCY just spiked on up towards around that $2 mark once again. Spiked right on up towards around that $2 top. Look at this, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. This is a pretty kind of clear-cut channel at this moment. I just want to take a little screenshot here. LUCY, when you guys take a look on this play, top resistance, you short there, you short there, you short there, you short there, and you short there, right? Easy. Hey, I want to get a dip buy. You dip buy there, you dip buy there, you dip buy there, you dip buy there. Easy. Stock trading doesn't have to be complicated. Oh, I just lost. Well, why'd you just lose? Well, I just bought it at 195. Well, why are you buying it at 195? Oh, I don't know. I thought it would go up higher. Okay, well, again, what are we doing? You know? So it's like LUCY. Short at the top. Dip by the bottom. Very simple. At some point, the trend will break. But if you follow, or if you have been, right? If you have been following this, it has been correct for the last 15 times, right? You know, look how many tops it has. Look how many bottoms it has. Someone will be like, oh, at some point it's going to crack or break out. Yes, at some point it will. But again, the odds are like it's good. You just keep on playing it. Lake Trader, why does my Fox Runner not have any stars on the 8 a.m. press release wave? I just added it. So again, so the thing is, guys, and again, I want you guys to understand this about Fox Runner here. These words, not like the thing is, people just expect to get every single answer at every single time. I like to, again, like grow my Fox Runner software. Now, what do I mean by that? Is that I noticed that LUCY announces record-breaking 65% annual growth. Well, you know what? Record-breaking wasn't a key word. So I thought to myself, you know what? Every time it comes out in the future, I want to be aware of it. So if you click this little star right here, the hot press keywords, scroll down to the bottom and then click edit keyword list. And then I went to the 3-star word list and I just typed in the word record. So I typed in the word record, and now whenever the word record comes out, it's now a 3-star word. And then click save, and then from now on, whenever the word record comes out, you will get 3 stars. Now also, I thought record breaking, record is a good keyword as well. So let me add the word record here. So I went over here, and again, I added the word record. So you can see record at the very bottom down here. I typed in the word record, added it, and now again, I put it in blue. So whenever the word record comes out, record breaking, record whatever, setting records, it's a 3-star word, adding records. So again, yes, there are default words over on FoxRunner. Yes, there are words that are already going to be there. But again, the whole point is it's not going to be able to have every single answer in the world. So it's great that if you see something that looks good, think about what made the keyword good and then add it to your stars. What made the keyword good? Add it to your press release keyword list. What made the keyword good? Add it on the mobile app. So again, you guys are always getting, again, the hottest press releases. So like this morning, I also had it sent to me on my phone. So I get every single hot press release word sent on my phone over on the FoxRunner app here. I don't know if you guys downloaded the FoxRunner app, but that's again what I use every day to get all my keywords sent on my phone here. So make sure you are basically, I guess, AIing it. You're growing its needs. You're growing your needs, adding record, adding stars, adding, again, AI voice alerts, adding it on the mobile app, right? It's for you to be able to add everything as you need. That's a 1-minute time frame. Does that make sense, Lake Trader? So I just want to make sure that, everyone that uses FoxRunner, you guys understand that. It's like, oh yeah, let me add to it. Let me make sure that we're continuously growing here. So whenever there's a good press release, I always try to think, what's the keyword there? And then I add it. And again, guys, you guys can all go get that same exact software over on foxrunner.com. So that's over here. You guys can download it on Windows, download it on Mac, download it on your phone, download it on Droid. There is a free version. You guys can get the software for free, but if you want keyword alerts or AI voice alerts, that is the premium version. But everyone should download it at least just to get the free version, right? So you guys are all set. Go get the free version if you guys haven't, and you guys will be all good. But yes, I do use the premium version to get all the features. Brad, do you turn off those notifications when you're not trading, or do you have a second phone? Well, again, this is my job. Like, the thing is, I don't mind getting the notifications because they only happen in the morning and they only happen at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's not like I get those notifications every second all day. You really only have your phone blow up at 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. So it's just like you expect it. It's like, hey, at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, my phone's going to blow up. And that's just because I'm getting the hot keywords. But again, that's what I want. So it's not like my phone's just buzzing 24/7. It's just in the morning it is. So yeah, not too much again. Not much big news today. LUCY was the best press release today by far. So LUCY was the best press release today by far. And unfortunately, that one's starting to get a little weaker. NVVE, a little bit of a bull flag pattern on NVVE. MNTS is trying to break through the 50-day moving average. MNTS, guys, trying to break through above that 50-day moving average here. The prop, guys, heads on up. The prop challenge doesn't have micro caps. So a little heads on up. One stop prop doesn't have micro caps. So again, only S&P 500, those type of plays. Unfortunately, again, they don't have the micro caps. Little heads up for you. Guys, little heads up. MNTS trying to squeeze. MNTS did have a press release on Monday night. Stock again had a small pullback, then started grinding on up on Tuesday. It's now trying to break the 50-day moving average. So MNTS right here, traders, is trying to break the 1280 50-day moving average and maybe try to go on a little bit of a squeeze. Turn your attention over towards it right now. MNTS, if you guys are interested, you would want to look for a bounce play above the 50-day moving average to basically hold up as support. Guys, MNTS, I'm going to jump in right now on MNTS on the long side. I'm going long side on MNTS right now. Only 200 shares I got filled on. But I am going to look to see if, again, MNTS can be able to squeeze. So MNTS, guys, I'm in at the price of 1301 right now. I'm going to see if MNTS is going to hold that 1280 mark, whatever that is, and see if we can bounce and squeeze. So again, the 50-day moving average is 1282. 1282. We broke it. We came on down, established it as support. I want to see if we can spike up to like 1240 right now. I'm only doing 400 shares, or 1340. I'm only doing 400 shares because I don't want to take any unnecessary loss. But I'm just kind of testing myself right now. I do see we broke through 1280, spiked on up, dumped on down, bounced off 1280. Now let's see if we can run up towards new highs. Okay? My entry is right above 1280 at the price of 1301. I want to see if that 1280 mark, that aka 50-day moving average, is going to hold up as strong support and we can start squeezing up to 1360 or so. So I have 400 shares. Let's see if I can make, the goal would be like another $200, $300. It would be a pop on up towards like 1360, 1370, something like that if we can get it. So MNTS right now, currently again up $44. 1301 back at my area. Stop loss at this time is going to be sitting right around that, I don't know, that 50-day moving average area. You can see top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, breakout. Now we want that resistance line to hold up as support. Bounce off support, move on up. That's the goal. You see what I'm kind of saying here? Old resistance holds up as new support. 50-day moving average was the resistance line. Now we want to see it be able to keep spiking and growing. MNTS right here, guys, trying to get that next leg. Guys, we're up 124. Can we break up towards 1250 now? 1250. Guys, $128 right now. I'm going to take my gains right here. Take a free $100. So, guys, I'm taking my gains right here on this play. Now, again, it's still going. 1360. Good job. So now, again, if you guys are in on this play, you should be up like a free $200. Now we're up to 1370. Okay, you guys might be coming up towards $300 right now. That was a very small trade. Again, that was only about a $3,000 investment, by the way. So again, it wasn't anything big. Now, right now, we are up $127 on the day. Or, excuse me, $627 on the day. Guys, now MNTS is starting to squeeze. MNTS is starting to squeeze a little bit more. So MNTS trying to get a little bit of action. This is what I love about stock trading. I love the predictability. I love the opportunity that you guys can get. Look how cool this is, over on MNTS. Look how awesome this is. And again, I know I'm like nerding out in this manner, but it's so great how predictable it is. People are going over to casinos and clicking slot machines and they're like, ding, da-ding, 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 I'm losing. The thing that you can honestly do is just be like, make this your slot machine if you're addicted to slot machines. Understand, this blue line, AKA this squiggly blue line. Let's make it like caveman talk. You hit the blue line, you fall. You hit the blue line, you fall. You hit the blue line, you fall. So now we're coming up to the blue line. As we come up to the blue line on, again, our minute chart, let's again turn this into the blue line at the same exact price. Here's the blue line. We hit it. Guess what happens? You hit it, we fall. You hit it, you fall. You hit it, you fall. You hit it, you fall. You break it. When you break it, everyone now gets excited. Wow, we broke the blue line. We're doing something we've never done before. It's like the first time someone dunks, right? You've been doing layups your whole life. All of a sudden, someone grabs someone just does that. That's a big moment. So look at all the hype and excitement that's coming in as finally someone again is doing something that we haven't done in a while. So the moment I saw MNTS break, I said to myself, wow, old resistance, aka that area, is now going to hold up as support. So again, here's a perfect example of this, guys. Take a look right here. This is a perfect little example where you can understand where resistance, you break it, it turns into support. So once we broke through that resistance line, I bought at support, aka the old resistance area. And that's why, again, this buying volume is starting to move on in. So I hope everyone here got some sort of profit. If you didn't trade with me on LUCY this morning, if you didn't get involved in LUCY to me, if you are someone who sits here and complains every day and says, I don't like shorting, I don't want to do that. Well, again, there is MNTS on that side as well. So again, MNTS on the dip buy right there so that you guys can see that play as well. Or even if you didn't touch anything and you're like, okay, at least I understand what's happening. I understand what's going on. I understand again how he's making money. I understand again what he's looking at. I understand again the game plan behind these plays. You know? What's the SPY doing? Yikes. SPY's starting to fall right now at this moment, guys. Reese, I have no idea. I thought the stop loss was 6K on the tournament. I think the stop loss is 6K on the tournament. Look at the SPY starting to turn back though a little bit. So traders, good job right here. MNTS still holding on up though. MNTS, all eyes on this play. Nice little break right there. And again, I'm just adding a little bit more to my day. That's all I'm doing. Right now, I'm up $627 on the day. Guys, MNTS, how much higher is this thing going to go up towards? So we gotta be all set, ready to go. Excuse me. Tom V, Deck, is the Fox Runner mobile app fully functional? Because when I click it, it says coming soon. No, again, they just launched that last month. So again, they're still building that out. You can right now, just a little heads on up. You can actually go over to their Discord. They usually put a lot of things here. Hold on, let me kind of bring it over. They only have the live news scanner right now, and then they have the live news scanner right now, and then they have keyword push alerts, but they're still building everything out on the mobile app. So if you guys take a look over new upgrades coming the first 3 months over on Fox List. Watch list push alerts are going to be coming out on mobile and desktop. Be notified whenever again we release a over on your watch list. That's cool. So watch list, basically you pick a stock, it'll be sent to you on your phone whenever again news comes out. Analyst alerts. So again, all of these analyst alerts right here, those are going to be pushed to your phone as well. Bazinga server integration. They made a partnership with Bazinga. Sometimes, again, some certain press releases don't come out. So they made a partnership with Bazinga, and they're going to be using the Bazinga servers. Mobile app updated, video library and tutorials, and bug fixes. So just a little heads on up. Those are some things that you guys can get, ready for in the future. But yes, they just again released the watch list, and they just released the mobile app a little while ago. But here are the pictures that they also put out there. So watch list alerts, there's a watch list, but you are going to get notified on your phone the moment that comes on out with any sort of news and on the desktop. They also, again, are going to have watch list, keyword alerts, and analyst alerts. That's all going to be sent out on your phone. And then, of course, keyword, analyst alerts, watch list. So some things that are coming over the next 2 to 3 months. So I'm going to say over the next 2 to 3 months, you're probably going to see some major upgrades over on Fox Runner as well with Bazinga, mobile data, watch list alerts, analyst alerts, and again, the keyword alerts that you guys have on desktop. But I think they're moving a lot into mobile. So that's going to come within the next, 90 days. So just stay patient on that. Makes sense, Tom? You good? Just want to make sure, Tom, you heard that answer. Sometimes nothing's worse than I explain something and then someone's like, oh, sorry, can you go over that? I went to the bathroom. So just rewind the live stream if you missed it. Just want to make sure that you're all good. No, yeah, they told me again they are updating their same servers in the next 30 days. So 30 days they're going to be able to have, Bazinga servers along with the Fox Runner servers. So they said again they made a partnership and they're going to be working together. GLUE, NVVE, MNTS here. And again, anything that you guys need, email them, support@foxrunner.com. And then again, they can answer all their questions better than I can. Bazinga is huge. Yeah, I think that's a pretty big deal. That's a big partnership right there. For Fox Runner to be able to make a partnership with Bazinga and be able to get all their news feed, that's a big feed. That's a big deal right there. So that's awesome. Especially for the price that we got it at. NVVE. Little action. AMOD. MNTS. Come on now. I'm just kind of looking around to see where we can maybe get some hype. Guys, MNTS looks like it might come all the way back down to 1280. Be careful on that one. Again, right now we're up $627. 1007 in the market. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? Anything, again, kind of like, itching at you right now? Anyone getting a little itchy? Anyone need anything at this moment? If you guys do, feel free to ask any questions. I'm more than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. Also, everyone that's watching today, if you guys are interested, come on over here to tradecaster.com. Join, again, our live trading community. Have access to our live stream every single day. Have access to, again, our trading community. Make sure you guys come on over to the video library. Start learning everything I teach, everything I go over. You guys have access right here. So if you want to be able to access our live stream, our live community, be part of the chat room, have access to the video library, come on over here to tradecaster.com. You guys will be all set, ready to rock. I'm going to drop, again, some links for you guys so that you guys will be all good. But join the #1 trading community in the world, and you guys will be all set. Thank you so much for everyone who, again, is a member, who shows so much support. And if you guys support me, if you guys want me to be able to continue to do this every single day, make sure, again, you guys come on over, sign up to tradecaster.com. Blue line is the 50-day moving average. This blue line right here, this blue line is, again, nothing right now. This black line is the VWAP. GLUE, guys, starting to move. Now, GLUE, little heads on up, does have strong resistance. So GLUE might be another trade that we're going to get. GLUE, guys, this old spiking high is up towards around 26, kind of 2680 area. I do think GLUE, we're probably going to get somewhere up towards around, I think 26 at least. If GLUE starts spiking, we should be able to get up towards 26 and higher. I will feel comfortable shorting GLUE above 26. 26.20 or higher is kind of like my goal right now. So I will say GLUE $26 or higher is where I feel comfortable looking for shorts. If you like on the long side, you can look for a good dip buy or an entry and try to ride it up to 26. So a lot of times people always ask me this question. They say, hey, if you're so confident, you're going to get your entry at $26, why don't you buy it right now and hold it up to 26? And the thing is, I don't know if it's going to go up to 26. But what I'm saying is, if it does, I feel good with my entry. I don't know if it's going to go there. But if it does go there, I feel good about my entry. Does that make sense, everyone? So it's like sometimes I might be like, hey, if this stock gets to stock $10, I'll short it. And people are like, well, then buy it. And it's like, I don't know if it's going to get there, but if it does, it's so high, I feel good and confident about my short. I usually say that about dip buys. Like if GLUE ever started dumping on down to $22, $22 is a very strong support line. If we hit $22, let's go ahead and look for a dip buy. Well, why don't we short it right now then to $22? Because it might go up to 26 first, right? So it's like, I like to play extremes. I don't like to play anything in the middle. Now, what I mean by that is, again, like LUCY. LUCY is the most perfect example. I short at the red line, I dip buy at the blue line. Short at the top, dip buy at the bottom. Avoid anything in the middle. If you can train yourself in 2026 to avoid stocks that are in the middle, you are going to be a very successful trader. Understand the right way to do support, resistance, avoid the middle, trade the extremes. The extreme high, short it, extreme low, dip buy it. Right? That's the best way to trade. Most people have it opposite. They buy at the high, they sell at the bottom. They buy at the high, they sell at the bottom. They buy at the high, they sell at the bottom. That's what most traders do, and that's why they all lose. You have to break out of that trend. Just be different. Short the high, buy the bottom. Short the high, buy the bottom. So again, get out of that trend. So right here, team, we are staying alert on absolutely everything. Johnny, have we won any trades yet? Johnny, we're already done with the challenge today. So trades, we're up $627 on the day. We're done. You know, we've already traded LUCY. We already traded MNTS. We've already made our money on the day. We've already accomplished the challenge on the day. It took us 3 trades. 2 LUCY short trades, 1 MNTS long trade. We've been successful on every single trade, $627. I'm just looking to see if there's going to be any sort of strong volume on, let's say, glue. Let's say I'm just looking to see if there's going to be any sort of strong volume on, you know, one of these plays that maybe we can get one final trade in. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Maybe one final trade of this morning. Guys, I'm going to be open with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Over on one stop prop right here. I went long when I should have shorted. I should have zigged when I should have zagged. I should have French fried when other people pizza'd. I did just again get stopped out over on the challenge there. Again, if you lose more than, I think it's $5,000 on this challenge, if you lose more than $5,000, you get kicked out. I zigged when I should have zagged. I am out. I am no longer in first place right here. I am out of the challenge. The door is open. The door is open. So there is going to be a new leader today. There is going to be a new winner today. The door is wide open in the tournament. Hey, good luck to everyone. I like to get a little crazy on mine. That's how I usually end up in first. I go crazy. I like to have fun. Again, it's all fake money anyway, right? That's the thing. It's fake money. Go crazy. Have fun. Try to get that $100,000 prop firm account. So again, my trade didn't work out. I am out of that tournament. Busted out there. But those tournaments are always fun. Always good times. Lake Trader, what is the better indicator? 1 to 2 minute time frame, the SMA 50 or EMA 50? I do not use any moving averages on a 1 minute time frame. I only use moving averages on daily, weekly, and monthly. The reason why is because everyone, again, the reason why I don't, this is why. Okay, guys? Some of you guys know this already. The reason why you should never use moving averages on a 1, 2, 3, 5 minute time frame is because it's too spread out. It's too sporadic. Let's say we want to trade LUCY right now. LUCY. And you put on LUCY, let's go over to indicators. Let's go over to a 50 SMA. 50 SMA. All right? 50-day moving average in that 5 minute chart. People are going to say, hey, look at this, everyone. Right? Let me get rid of this. People are going to say, look how good this is. It's holding up as a nice support line. I love how, again, we have our 50-day moving average at the price of 180. And someone else that's in a 5 minute time frame says, what are you talking about? The 50-day moving average is at 144. And someone else that's in a 2 minute time frame says, what are you guys talking about? It's at 170. It's going to bounce right now. And the guy goes, it's not going to bounce right now. It just cracked underneath support. No, what are you guys talking about? Now, again, it's all the way down here. So the thing is, when you, again, are on a 1, 2, 3, 5 minute time frame, the moving averages change so dramatically. All people, if there's 100 people that are trading, they're all going to be on different time frames, so there's no influence. There's no power. The reason why the influence and power work so well on the daily chart is because the daily chart, people always have up a daily chart. So notice how it hits the LUCY top area, drops on down. Hits again the top 200-day area, crashed on down. 50-day moving average, crashed on down. 50-day. So that's why it's so great. The greatest example of this is if you go to the S&P 500 and let's say you look at a monthly time frame. The greatest entry in history for the I'm going to say for the last 20 years is always at the 50-month moving average. The larger the time frame, the stronger the moving average will be. The 50-month moving average is always the best entry. In 2016, the lowest point of the year was the 50-month moving average. In 2018, the lowest point of the year was the 50-month moving average. 2020, 2022. People ask me all the time, how did you nail the exact bottom day on 2025 back on April 7th? I bought in when we were coming on down to the 50-month moving average, and I got a little lucky that was the absolute bottom. But if you buy here, it's because they are in large time frames. But when they're in 1, 2, 3 minute time frames, they change all the time. Now people say, well, then why do you use the VWAP? Well, again, the VWAP, take a look here. If you go to VWAP and you take a look, this is not changed by time frame. That's the beautiful thing, right? So if you go over to, let's say, LUCY on the 1 minute time frame, the VWAP is around the price of 175. It's 174. Go down to a 2 minute time frame, it's 174. Go back to a 3 minute time frame, it's 173. You go back to a 5 minute time frame, it's 174. So now why do I use the VWAP? Because it doesn't matter what time frame you're on. Everyone uses the VWAP, and no matter what time frame they're on, we all have the same game plan. You have to understand, stock trading is not about what you want to happen in the stock market. It's about understanding what the majority of the mob is going to do. Stocks like LUCY move up because I buy them, you buy them, the groups of people buy them. If everyone says to themselves, hey, look at this, the VWAP. Hey, look at this, we're bouncing off the VWAP, I'm going to do a dip buy. Bounce off the VWAP, I'm going to do a dip buy. Bounce off the VWAP, I'm going to do a dip buy. Bounce off the VWAP, do a dip buy. And every single person is doing that. Guess what? Everyone's putting money into LUCY at the dip buy area, aka the VWAP, so it's now predictable. It's now easy to figure out. But that's why I only use moving averages on daily, weekly, monthly. Right? I don't use them on a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5, because there's no power behind them. There's no influence behind them. Whenever anyone says, oh, I have a super secret, hey everyone, I have a super secret indicator. Do you want a super secret indicator? You gotta pay me $3,000. $3,000 George Washingtons, and I'll give you a super secret indicator. If someone ever sells you that, it's stupid. The best indicators are the ones that everyone uses on the same time frames that have the most influence. The VWAP is that. On the daily chart, the 50 to the 200-day moving average is that. These are all things, guys, that I explain over in the video library, right? So if you have not watched these lessons, please go do that. If you guys have not watched these lessons, right, you guys can come over here and understand mob shifting, right? You can understand psychology in the stock market. You can understand time frames. You can understand indicators, what indicators I use. So again, make sure you guys go watch this. This is all information over on TradeCast that I put for you, right? Do you have any comments on MSTR? Guys, I mean, it's almost, MSTR is almost at a point that it's like anything sub 125, I feel like you just buy it because there's going to be a crazy dip buy. Is anyone in there with me on that? Right? Is anyone there with me on that? If anyone is there like being like, hey, let's MSTR, I don't even like this play. It's just so, it's going to be so cheap. It was at $500. If you can come back anywhere sub 120, I think it's worth the entry. All right. Tom, do you have a discount code on FoxRunner? Yes, type in the word Foxy, Foxy. In the promo code, you'll get 30% off. I will give everyone the heads on up. Foxy is my affiliate link. So just a little heads on up. I just want to be transparent. If you type in the word Foxy, you do get 30% off. I do get a slight credit for that as well. So if you guys are going to sign up to FoxRunner, please use the code word Foxy and you will get 30% off your first month, or 30% off a 6-month membership, or 30% off an annual membership. So if you guys are signing up to FoxRunner, please use the word Foxy. It will give me a small pushback of credit, and I do appreciate everyone again doing that. So if you already signed up, no worries. It won't work now anyway. But if you guys have not and going to, that does help. So yeah, MSTR, I mean, I would say 125 or lower, it's worth it. It really is. A stock that was at $500 that comes on down towards 110. Like, it's getting to a point, it's just so cheap that people are going to look for dip buys. You know what I mean? NVVE trying to move on up. MNTS. MNTS still grinding, guys. Hey, congrats to everyone over on MNTS today. Congrats to everyone over on MNTS. Can I ask a favor? If you guys, again, follow me over on StockTwits, make sure you guys, again, hit that thumbs on up. If you guys watch me over on X, Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a tweet. Also, give this a retweet. Give this a like. You know, show some support if you guys can. If you guys are over on YouTube, click that subscribe button and click a notification so you always get notified every time I go live. Hit that thumbs on up. If you guys are on Tradecaster, baby, get yourself excited because we are about to take over in 2026. We are 3 for 3 now. Let's keep this green streak going. 3 for 3. I don't care if it's $1,000 a day, $500 a day, even again, maybe smaller days that are $200, $600 a day. Let's keep this party going. So again, right now, let's just play the calculator game. $627 on average. Times that by 251 days in the stock market. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm walking away the end of this year with $157,000. How cool is that to think about? How sick is that to think about, guys? SMX. Look at SMX right now, guys. SMX getting some hype. SMX getting some buying volume. So a little bit of action there. I'm pretty content. I'm probably not going to be pulling the trigger on anything else here today, to be honest with you guys. SMX is a stock that definitely has some sort of action right now. NVVE, a little bit of a climb. LUCY, not too much. MNTS right here, slow and steady. MNTS, slow and steady, place an uptrend on that stock. You know, if it does fall, it has room to fall back on down towards 1280, 50-day moving average. And we got a little bit of what? GPUS, smaller play as well. Little bit of action. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, 1023 in the market. Here is again my P&Ls, and then also here are all my entries and exits. As always, and especially throughout of all of 2026, I will show you every single trade I do live. I will then show you, of course, my profit or loss. Then I will show you every single entry and exit at what time. I know, again, there are a lot of people out there in the world that basically sell courses or sell this or sell that. They're paper trading. It's fake money. It's not real. They just want to show you $100, $200, $1 million. Everything I do is real money, live in front of you. If you do not believe me, you can contact Cobra Trading. They will verify it for me. They say, yes, Sean Dekmar is a user. Sean Dekmar uses real money. Sean Dekmar does everything live the way it shows. So I have no problem being open, honest, credible, transparent. That's what you want. That's what a mentor should be. If a person can make money in the stock market, he should show everything, not be hiding behind a Discord, not be hiding P&Ls, not be showing every single entry and exit and not doing it in real time live for you. I want to be different than every other Discord that does nothing. I want to be different than people that just send out an alert and not actually have any sort of trades. I want to be different. I want to make sure in 2026 I take your trading to the next level. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, for every single person here, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. Hey, 3 for 3 in 2026. We are doing everything right. We're crushing it. We're getting after it. We're making this money. Let's continue on with this party as we keep on pushing it forward. Congratulations, guys. Let's see what we have going forward into 2026. And of course, we got another big day. Tomorrow, guys, little heads on up. I'm actually going to be on Stock Twits tomorrow morning. So again, make sure you guys get prepared for that. Stock Twits tomorrow morning. Get ready to rock and roll. That's going to be a blast. But ladies and gentlemen, help me wrap this thing on up. You guys are fantastic. Happy 2026. First week crushing it. And we're only warming up. We're only starting the party up right here. Let's do it, team. Help me wrap this thing on up in 3, 2, 1. Ah! Woo! I love you, baby. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations to everyone who has crushed it today. I love you guys. Thank you.
beautiful. But you're just a chance I take to keep on dreaming. You're just another day that keeps me breathing. Baby, I'm afraid that there's nothing sure. Baby, close something out of where we think the more.
One fight is one who needs a gun. Boom, boom, knock you out. You knocked me down. Who's laughing now? Boom, boom, knock you out.
See the smoke when the sun shines. We will forever be faded under cold sky, captivated in your cold eyes. We will forever be faded under cold
Never stop the fucking rave.
My love and my touch.